I'll stop.
It looks like it's back up now.
Awesome. Where do you want me to? So I just start from the woods bit again, or?
Last one looks like... Oh, I'm not entirely sure. You need to give Chibi a riding spider.
Oh God, no.
I
No.
think that was the last.
Back.
Alright, I'll just say Chibi riding. It's back.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're back.
Yeah, that was
we're
fine.
back
Oh, you're riding a spider.
Just
Okay,
have to
so
refresh.
after yeah, Narimen was very happy to see that it wasn't another spider that Dokmah had got and would possibly be able to obviously ride the elk. And Luci again was very disrespectful towards it. A bit later on in the journey, as Stragos is a few days' walk, we came across some owlbears not too far from the city boundaries of Stragos. Most of our group wanted to avoid them as they're known to be very aggressive and not messed with by any means. The Dokmah had a magical item and was able to talk to the animals and approached cautiously. He spoke with the elder looking one there and asked what happened. He mentioned they were attacked by orcs and the youngest was badly injured. Dokmah offered his help and cast cure wounds on the youngest, then stepped back. Luci then asked what Dokmah was doing and if that was his attempt at healing, and chuckled at his poor attempt. After healing them, the owlbear bowed down to Dokmah, which we all found odd for an owlbear's behaviour, as they're mostly aggressive and don't seem to sort of bow to anyone other than themselves. And they sort of walked off into the woods with the youngest one still looking very injured. And the elder one said the forest will protect us. After referring what Dokmah found out to the group, we decided to ignore the orcs and go into Stragos. Once we got there, we all had different businesses to tend to. Dokmah went to the Hunter's Lodge and finally got his badge and became a member of the Hunter's Lodge. And he's a member of the society now with a nice little shiny badge he can wear. And he met someone called Asriel, who was basically the main person for the Hunter's Lodge. She was in charge, and she was able to pay him his bounty for killing Spitting Viper, which happened earlier on in the campaign. And when I was there, I thought I'd give her the heads up about the orcs being quite close to the city, and she said she'd send out scouts to go have a look. And on the way out, Dokmah picked up another bounty to look for a big creature, and that's literally all the bounty said, to look for a big creature. So I'll have to go find out more about that. And as for the rest of the group, Luci went off to see some magicians or something in a fancy place of magic school. And then Narimen and Kraylin went to the Dust Group, which is a massive tree in the area. It's a very nice tree. They went to it.
That's good. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, it's meant to be peaceful near it, but I haven't had much experience myself. From what we know, Narimen had some sort of strange experience with it, but we're not too sure what to make of it as of yet.
I touched the tree and it touched me back. It was glorious.
And, and as for Wottgar, he stayed to talk to the people at the gate. About what, we don't know. But let's see what today brings and hope the team can come together to fight another day.
Together. Awesome. Yeah, I like it. That's you've earned some cheeky inspiration for that. Also, glad that it took a little bit of time because there's something that I was looking for and now can't find, which is
It was such a treat.
which
It
is
was such a
awesome.
treat.
That was a treat. A treat
Hey,
for
Jay.
your ears. Hello.
I may have the wrong character sheet. You didn't delete one by mistake?
No, I wouldn't have deleted it. What would have happened is I would have archived.
I was like,
the
what
wrong-
spell slots do I
Right,
have?
hold on,
I've
so
got Eldritch
restore-
Blast.
Restore Narimen.
Two Narimens.
So it's that one that we don't want because that's the Warlock. Yeah, the Warlock will. Oh, where's the Warlock one? You. I'll archive
It's in
you.
characters.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just go to archive it. Because we don't need that one now. And we can drag you into characters. Put you there.
Yay, thank you.
And then I'll also need to in Player's Journal stream view just so that if need be. Who knows? But yeah. Okay, so let's let me roll a dice quickly. Let's see where we go first. Chibi and Kraylin and Narimen. You've been sat around the dusk route. You had your slightly strange occurrence with with an ethereal voice. It's left you a little bit sort of curious. I would say curious. Definitely, it seemed to recognise that there was something missing in you. It seemed to ring true. It didn't seem like it was like false lies or anything. And yeah, Kraylin, you sort of just watched him, and it seemed you're a little bit sort of saddened that he had some sort of vision, and whereas and a voice as well. He never talks to me anymore.
I feel so alone.
And Luci, you've left them behind and gone to the magic school already, yeah?
I didn't know whether or not we were all together. But if that's
Well,
how,
it's up to you whether
are you.
Whether
Yeah, I mean,
the three of you would want to go to the magic school together, or whether the Kraylin and Narimen, if you wanted to go off and do your own thing, it's entirely up to you guys.
Oh, we'd gone in.
Oh, you'd
When
gone
we
in with
left
him.
it last-
Oh, fine.
We went
Fair
in.
enough then.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. Okay, so
All three of us then.
all three of you are stood at the I think you were in the foyer of the magic school, speaking to the magic school receptionist. Did I give her a name?
I don't believe so.
No,
if
this
you did,
is,
I didn't write it down.
Yeah, this is the receptionist, Yasmin.
Yasmin.
Yasmin, she introduces herself. She looks a human girl, on the younger side of middle age. Long flowing blue and pale blue robes, similar to the rest of the students. So you guess that she maybe is a student herself, but maybe slightly at a higher level because she's obviously the receptionist. It looks like she has long blonde hair, but seems to be like tied up in a bun at her head. A pair of glasses on her head. She sort of recognises you. Welcome to the magic school. My name is Yasmin. How can I be of service?
I'll remain. Actually, I took my hood down, didn't I? I take it back. Good morning, girl. I have this introduction from Lord Farley of Falkreath.
Falkreath, good. Okay, she reaches forward and takes it from you. Flicks. Seems like she sort of holds it in her hand and kind of makes a bit of a gesture, and you can see that the parchment sort of unfolds itself in front of her. Gives it a little bit of a look over. Folds it back up and hands it back to you. Yes, all seems to be in order. How can we be of assistance? The head mage isn't in at the moment, but if there's anything in particular that you're looking for, I can direct you to anywhere you'd like to go. We have a few of the tutors around, or I can send you to the library if there's something you'd like to read up on, or.
While several subjects do interest me, I was kind of curious as to the perks of membership.
Perks of membership, yes. She bends down into her desk, sort of thing, wriggles around bits, and pulls out a big, quite a big, hefty tome, which sort of slams it open on the desk. It's quite a chunky thing. Yes, but this is our enrollment for the magic school. If you would like to enroll here, then we will certainly take you in. There is a little bit of a fee for entrance, obviously, but it's more of a charitable sort of thing. You know, whatever you feel is best for the services that you get from us. If you can spend a day here, or you can spend a couple of weeks, however long you require for your studies. We have spells that we can teach you if there's anything that you would like. The library is obviously free for you to use. It's not for non-members, so if you become a member and enroll, then that's available for you. It's unguarded.
I'm sorry, sir. So, what benefit is this exactly? And I'll hold up the letter.
Well, yes, that's so you can see the head mage.
I see. I was led to believe it was membership of the guild.
Oh yes, if you speak to the head mage, he'll be able to see if you're appropriate for the school.
Excellent. In which case, I believe I shall hold off on the paperwork until I've seen him.
She scrabbles around her desk for a minute. It looks like she's looking for something. Oh God, where the hell did I put it? No, it's in there somewhere. Oh, where the fuck did I put it? as a name of the. Oh god, hold on, I might need to just check Skype for a second because I think I sent it to you on Skype. Basically, she was going to give you the name of the head mage.
Yeah, I recall what you're looking for. I'll look for it.
I remember I said it was a half orc. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
I thought I had it written down.
It's all right. Keep
But yeah,
going.
so yeah, she
I'll
just
look.
basically says that he's out there. We'll take your name and leave a note that you're looking for him for whenever he comes back. She doesn't think it'll be a long journey. Maybe back at the end of the day. But he's not currently in at the moment.
I see. In which case, perhaps I can spend the afternoon in the library.
Yes, I think that'd be fine with me. Like I said, you've got your letter of recommendation there, so that seems to be in order. There are guards in there, obviously, so no one can get in there. That's not necessary, but I'm sure you're not going to be causing trouble in there.
I actually won't deign to reply to that.
Fair enough.
And just say, and should I need some mark of identification to pass said guards?
Yes, and she fumbles a very big desk that she's fumbling. There's drawers and things everywhere, and she pulls out a little like a little star-shaped emblem kind of thing. It's like a pin, and underneath there's like a little bit of parchment that says like magic school guest.
Oh. Cool. And my final question before I go and peruse the books is, I was led to believe that there are purveyors of magical items and spells. I mean, I understand that you offer educational services, but if one should require items, where should I go for those?
We don't have any magical items here, though. If you go to the Smiling Chimera, he's a friend of the insert head mage's name here.
I put it in your Skype.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Sildus, that's the one. Yes. Yes. If you tell them that you're a friend, of Sildus, I'm sure they'll be able to help you out. They may have some scrolls, magical items, potions, that sort of thing. Here we have quite a large library. What sort of magic is it that you do you, for a particular school or?
For now, I am kind of curious of local legend and lore, actually. However, if I have any further needs, I'm sure I'll be able to get one of the guards to point me in the correct direction.
Yeah,
what was the name of that magical purveyor you mentioned? The Chimera?
The Smiling Chimera Bazaar, and that's owned by a Lady Silvar.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. And are your friends accompanying you, or is there anything? And she looks at the two of you, and just says, is there anything that we can help you with, or are you with Madame here?
No,
That's all, girl. May I first ask your name?
Yes. My name is Yasmin.
Yasmin.
Yasmin,
you were mentioning about a library.
Yes, we have a rather large selection of books on many subjects, mostly spell tomes, magical enchantments, that kind of thing. But there's a little bit of local history, and I mean, it's a library. You never know what you may find. Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card, you know.
And how will I
Yes,
gain
went
access to this library?
Well, if you want to go, if you're with your friend here and just gestures to Luci, then I'm sure the two of you can go and join in together.
I only met this gentleman a couple of days ago. I don't wish to take responsibility for him, I'm afraid.
Very, very, very well then. Well, I tell you, if you're looking to become a guest for the day as a small token of charity, then I'm sure we can arrange you to go in. Like I say, it's just a safety precaution.
Certainly. And what would that small token entail?
It's more of a charitable thing. See that you, if it's something that you really want, then you can give as much or as little as you like.
Oh,
there are.
Okay.
I hasten to say there are guards around. So, if you're in quite safe hands.
Okay. And I kind of start conjuring again and pop up more of the berries.
Yeah, there's kind of like a little wooden box. Looks like there's like a slot in the top for coins. You kind of gesture them over the top. And they kind of, they just kind of
start mashing them in.
Oh, you're gonna mash them in?
I'm gonna try and mash them in.
Sure, you start you pop them in when they don't hit, and then you take them one by one, just kind of. Good berries, they're kind of sort of squishy. They're not like really smushy berries. They sort of give off a little bit of a juice as you sort of push them in. You look at Yasmin, and she kind of grimaces a little bit, but she appreciates the gesture. It seems like she recognises the goodberry spell.
Meanwhile, Narimen is behind him going.
While this is going on, she just sort of sneaks you a look. She's like, we deal with a few unsavory types here sometimes.
Gee, have you got a little Phillips screwdriver? Put the blind back on the window.
1 second, guys. A little Phillips screwdriver. It's alright, yeah. Just,
I get the feeling he's going to do it really quickly.
Alright, no worries. Just leave it at the door when you're finished.
He's going to stab you with a screwdriver.
Don't say that.
Sorry.
There'll be witnesses.
This is going to be on YouTube someday.
Witnesses.
So yeah, you take the berries, and how many are you putting in? Just like a small handful, or?
I put in about 3 so far, and I just kind of look at her and go, "Is this enough?"
Give me a persuasion check.
Yes. Okay. Where's it here? Where'd you get that again? Persuasion?
Persuasion, yeah.
Yeah, where did I get it? Look under skills, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's in skills.
skills.
I think it's like to the right hand side of it. Maybe if you put that in a little bit more, maybe if you've got some gold to spare, just... I appreciate the gesture, but there's not really so much that we can do with some slightly bruised fruit.
Oh, gold. I think I have some. Let me just check. Yes, I've got a couple of gold coins. I don't really know what they're used for in most cases, but I can put these in.
Well, generally people use golden coins as a form of currency for services, products, that kind of thing. Products. That feels a weird word to use in a D&D setting. A product.
Product.
Okay. Here's one, and I just pop one gold coin in.
She takes the coin, puts it into the little box, smiles fairly politely, and pulls out another one of the similar little badges, and reaches over and pins it on like your little cloak or something. And says, "Yes, that I'm sure they'll be fine." And she sort of gestures to the back of the room, round the back of it. Looking around, you can see there's a pair of guards, and look like they're stood next to a not really a door necessarily. It more looks like just like an archway of stone, but then there's like wall inside the archway.
I just kind of then just almost immediately forget who I'm talking to, and just start walking forward and kind of gesturing towards the guards. "Gentlemen, do you like berries?" Start heading towards that.
Yeah, the guards that they're just like humanoids, humans, leather armor, spears. The spear head doesn't seem to like attached to the actual shaft of the weapon. It seems like it's kind of floating above it, and they look a little bit sort of confused about it. But one of them speaks for "Yeah, I wouldn't say no to a snack. What have you got?"
"I've got these berries."
Right,
there you go.
Sort of like while he's sort of gesturing with himself, and puts out a hand and takes one. "Oh, quite good. Hey, Jimmy, you have one as well." And he throws one at his friend and catches it in his mouth. And very good, sir. And they give a where is it you'd like to go to?
Just point me towards the books where I can find some knowledge.
The library. And he it seems like he sort of gestures a few small like runes on the head of the staff, and sort of touches the spear, like touches the tip of the spear to this sort of archway, which then slowly spins around to form a portal, and then looking through, you can see a quite a large looking room with just books to like the floor to ceiling. And it seems like it's quite far back as well. This seems like quite an expansive library.
Okay, it's almost like I immediately forget I was talking to them in the first place. I just turn and walk off again towards the portal.
Yeah.
Without saying another word.
You just stride through. The floor pretty much just stays the same. You just feel yourself sort of shifting slightly, and you find yourself in the library. Everybody on the other side, you see the portal just sort of just close slowly behind him. The guards with quite a nice smile on their face, chewing away on their good berries, sort of stand back to attention. Yasmin says to you, "Are you going with them as well, or?" To Luci, sorry.
Ah.
Oh, I'd assumed I'd gone.
Oh, right, fair enough. I didn't hear you.
I wasn't
you
hanging
going.
around
Fair enough.
for Blue Guy to get signed in.
Fair enough. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, so same thing happens. Narimen, you're left with Yasmin.
Norman just kind of like acknowledges that everyone has kind of left Malone and nods to Yasmin and I'll return when the head mastery man of the hats and fanciness is around. We'll probably find the rest of us and or me in the group in what's the nicest inn around or some of a decent place. I could use a good drink, you know what I mean? I've had to deal with those two all day.
Oh, well, if you're after a quite nice place for a drink, there's a lovely place down by the river, the Prancing Pony. It's quite a nice little spot. They do really, really lovely cider, actually. I think the elves make it.
Ooh. Oh yes, I could really go for one of those. Thank you very much, my dear.
You're quite welcome. Have a good day. May the gods smile on you.
You too, my dear. And may the little tree outside speak nice to you too. Toodles.
You start walking away, and you just get the vague hint of like, what? And starts busying about her work. Dokmah and Wottgar. Let's go Wottgar.
Yep.
You stayed at the gates, I believe, hadn't you?
Yes. I was just trying to get information if they seen the investigator guy.
Yeah. Hold on, I've got the name of. Yeah. So you give him the one of the guards a description of this dwarfish investigator. Do you have a name? Or do you want me to?
I haven't thought of one, but I can just think of one. Like, let's go Blowful. The Blowful Anvil Smith.
Loafer.
Blowful.
Oh, Blofer. Cool.
Yeah.
Blofer Anvil Smith. Cool. I'm down. I thought I had one, but that must be for something else. Cool. Yeah, you give him a description. He asks a few of the other guards, like in the immediate gate section, just to see if they've recognised him. And yeah, they have seen him. They've seen him wandering into town about a week ago, actually. And they sent him as well to the bottomless tankard. And so that's probably where you find him. They do rooms there. They imagine he's probably been there for quite the duration. Didn't seem to say much. It just seemed when he came through, it was more, have you got somewhere to stay? I'm waiting on a friend, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Did you take a map or?
I don't think so, but I did listen.
Yeah. Basically, they take out one of their own maps and they point. It's in the social quarter, up around that sort of area.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just slowly head over there.
Okay.
I thank the guards before I leave, of course.
Yep, they sort of give a nod of their helmets and let you off. Again, in the background, you can hear the voice of the little ginger kid, whose name has also escaped me. Fuck, I'm doing terrible with names today.
Hey.
What?
The ginger kid.
Guilty ginger kid.
Yeah. It just seems like you can still hear him just sort of wandering around trying to sell people off his maps and things. Dokmah, you were in that same area as well, weren't you?
Yes,
where
I
was it you were headed?
I was off to the bottomless tankard to meet Mugen.
Alright, okay. Yeah, so we'll say while you were having your chat with Azrael and Wottgar with the city guards, the two of you sort of converged together, let's just say at the entrance to the bottomless tankard. Which, as you get close to it, it seems quite a well-built establishment. The stonework is very finely put together. It seems like there's one main building with like a big arched door, and like a bit of the front of the house that's with a wooden fence around it.
I know what you mean.
Doesn't matter. Porch. There seems like there's a big porchway, a window which seems to be looking into quite a busy looking tavern, and yeah, it looks like there's another room to the side which looks like that's more like where the actual rooms are. There seem to be quite a few people on the inside. There's a nice smell of roasted meats, and a smell of various ales, ciders, a few sort of peaty smells of spirits and things, and probably a little bit of music as well.
Wottgar, it's nice to hopefully meet up again.
Hi. Hello, Dokmah. I see you found your way to the inn.
Oh yes. I was just I wasn't far away. I was at the Hunter's Lodge. They sort of just shown the badge on the thing. I was like, I'm a member of the badge. Member of the badge. I'm a member of the society now. And there's someone here that I had to meet. It's called Mugen.
You know Mugen.
I heard of that name before.
Give me a perception check, Wottgar.
Sure. Perception.
Yeah, it's you don't hear too much beyond the quite loud din of the tavern inside.
Yeah.
I was thinking, if we're going to be here for a while, if I go to the bar, I could set us up with a few rooms for everyone, and I could come meet you at a table if you find one.
Do you have any experience with haggling for a good price?
Not really. Perhaps that's more your... you haggle for the price and I'll pay. How about that?
Oh, I'm not exactly the best at that either. I usually use my fists to get the negotiations started.
I don't think we should be using your fists in here just yet. We've only just got here. Well, okay, I'll go to the bar. We'll talk to the person and see what happens, shall we?
Aye.
Okay, so you both wander in. The double doors seem to be on quite loose hinges, and you step through the double doors. The inn on the inside is warm, well lit. There's a definite sort of sense of just comfort. There's plenty of people drinking. It's probably sort of midday, so not like super heavy drinking. But there's a few people in here who seem to be sort of chatting about about things. There seems to be a bit of a din going on in the eastern corner of the inn. You sort of come in through like a southern door, like to the east. There's a bit of a din going on over there. There's you can just sort of see into the kitchen from the doorway, and to the far end of the pub, like straight away from you, is the bar, and you can see two people looks to be serving. There's a man and a woman.
Okay, I'm gonna approach the bar and just basically see whoever comes to me.
Okay. There's a woman who comes to serve you. It seems like the gentleman is busy serving some other people. All right. Welcome to the bottomless tankard. What can I do for you today? We have lovely warm ale, some roasted meats just come out of the oven, or perhaps you're looking for rooms or something.
Well,
and she starts pouring you out a measure of some sort of dark beer while you're talking.
Yeah. Yes. I'm actually looking for a couple of rooms. Actually, there's
All right.
There's a group of 5 of us. But
Five
I don't
of you.
but I don't know if
one second there. She gestures around and pulls out a small book from like this apron that she's wearing. Flicks through it a little bit. It looks like we have 5 rooms at the moment. How long are you wanting to stay for?
I'm not actually
They're 5 silver a night.
I say we start for a night and then continue pay we pay as we go along.
Yes, I think that's the best idea. I think I'll just take just for one night for the 5 rooms, if that's okay, and possibly...
you're gonna pay for them all up front?
Yes.
Oh, that's really generous of you.
And I would like to obviously buy some food and drink from yourselves. So I'd just like to basically give you a bunch of money now. So if we have to leave suddenly or whatever, I don't want to have to worry about coming back and having to pay you. I'd rather just pay now and.
All right. Well, let me look. See what's on the menu today. Oh, we've got a lovely rack of lamb platter. We got that on special today. That's only 6 silver.
Well, that sounds great.
There'll be a couple of drinks in with that. That's all.
Yes.
Beautiful. Are you going to pay for all of their meals, or do you want to maybe see if they fancy something different? We've got a few other things on if they maybe don't eat meat, maybe. Weirdos.
I will get everyone a meal in for later and a few drinks now.
Yeah, you're generous. Tell you what. She turns around and looks like she stretches up to one of the top shelves, brings down this rather sort of a big bell-bottomed glass bottle with a thin neck to it. The top of it looks like it's got a wolf sort of built onto the cork. She pops that off. On the other hand, sort of gets a little shot glass, pours you a shot, and says, "There, one on the house for your generosity, sir."
Ah, thank you very much.
This is warg's blood. It's a strange one we picked up from the. It's good, isn't it? Warming. Alright, maybe you just let's maybe go heavy on the.
It's a bit strong for me, but yes, it's still very nice all the same.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah, that's and she maths isn't my strong point, so yeah, you count out the money and it takes it into a little chest sort of thing. And what name shall I put on for the? Do you know when the others are going to be arriving today?
Yeah, they should be arriving today, but you will definitely be able to recognise them.
One
will. One.
Gives you a little bit of a furrowed, slightly brow.
One will look like death, literally death.
At the word death, she just kind of steps back from the bar slightly. Right. You can see her just scribbling into this little book and speaking as she does for some reason.
But she's rich.
Oh, if she's rich, then that's quite fine with me. We'll be able to
will have two.
We do like rich patrons.
Things accompanying her.
Things.
Yeah, well,
Two
leave it.
Two friends. The only two she's got, I believe.
You can see at this point the gentleman has sort of looked over in your direction. You can see he's got quite a big bushy moustache, balding on top hair, but he's still got like the side patches. Given a little bit of a Vera. She says, I know, but they're paying. Come on, have a heart. Be it on your head, Vera. Yeah, fine.
No trouble.
No, your customers. Yeah, no, that's not a problem. So what's your name, sir?
My name's Dokmah.
Beautiful name that is. And she scribbles it down on a bit of paper, puts it inside her little apron pocket, and then she hands you a key. Says, yeah, there'll be keys round here. I'll put your name on it. So if you tell them to give your name, and then when they come along, all's good. But we'll tell them they've got. Oh no, you bought them meals, didn't you?
Yes, meals.
All right, fair enough. Well, we'll give them a choice if they don't want that.
Yep.
But
okay.
Excuse me, miss.
Hello,
do you
sir?
mind telling me if there's another dwarf visiting? He's a sort of a chubby short fella with a big bushy beard.
Chubby short fellow. Yes, I think I saw one. And she sort of gestures, looks around the back of the bar. And, oh yeah, he's over there in that corner. You sort of turn around and there's like one corner is this quite hubbub crowd of people, quite loud as well. Then sort of like to the other side you can see your friend Blofer seems to be just sort of sat at a bar tucking into a plate of meats and cheeses and things with a hefty tankard. Doesn't seem like he's maybe noticed you coming in. But he says, yeah, he's over there. Actually, while you're over there, will you maybe tell that crowd just to keep it down a bit? They're just It might be scaring off customers.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, thank you. Do you want a drink or anything? Something to wet your whistle?
Oh, I do have the ale, right?
Oh yes.
It's just the
Oh yeah, the light that came with the. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yes, I just poured you out
just this for now. I'll probably order something a bit later.
All right. Well, you come and see me when you need anything, love.
Aye.
And if that's everything, I've got more customers to serve.
Sorry, just before you go, do you know where Mugen is? I'm looking for him.
Do I know Mugen in this universe?
You know Mugen, yeah. You know the character that is Mugen. In this version, he's not been resurrected by the blade. He is just your standard half orc badass. Okay. I want to say.
Yes.
As you say, I'm looking for Mugen. She just sort of put her head in her hat, one sort of face pad. Why are you looking for Mugen? He's nothing but trouble.
He's
If this is the same Mugen, I believe he's probably in the crowd.
Well, it's not the sort of name you hear too often. I'm sure it is him.
Yes, well, if he's in the crowd over there, I'll just go see him. And I won't keep you any longer.
All right, love. Well, come and see me if you need anything. And she looks like she disappears off to sort out some other people. We'll go back over to the magic school.
Thanks for your help.
Oh yeah, not a problem. So, library people. And Narimen, where are you heading off to? Are you going to try and work your way up to...
I was heading to the Prancing Pony.
Oh, you're going to the Prancing Pony. Cool.
Mm.
Okay. So, Luci and Kraylin at the library. It seems to be a vast-looking library. There are books from floor to ceiling. There's a couple of people in there sat at desks with small glowstones mounted on sort of bending poles. A few guards wandering around. They don't look like they're particularly armoured. They maybe just got like a small like a kind of a small mace kind of attached to their sides. More just sort of making sure that no one else is around. They don't seem as armed as the ones in the foyer.
Am I familiar with the filing system?
Sure, why not?
Cool. In which case, yeah. In which case,
didn't think I'd have to plan filing systems in a fantasy universe, but sure.
No,
You spent your time around libraries.
Because if I'm not familiar with it, I'll be in here a few days longer than I anticipate.
No, it's most libraries in the world seem to follow. Well, human and civilized libraries tend to follow a general simple order. Thereby, generally by the genre of the book. So there'll be there's a section on abjuration, a section on history, that kind of thing, and then obviously alphabetical.
I'll just whisper a few words in Celestial under my breath, touch my ring, and it'll start glowing with light so I can see my way through the books. And I am heading straight for anything about necromancy. N. There, I think I'll be going that way.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of looking around, and the sections that are marked. The sections that are marked for the magic school seem to be on one side of it, one side of this library, and everything else seems to be on the other side. And yeah, it's fairly easy to come to the necromancy section. It's not a massive section of books. You guess that it's not as much practice in this particular library. But they've got a few tomes of things. Sort of the basics of necromancy, that kind of thing.
So I've come to a library that knows less than I do.
No, they might know some other things, but it's not as big as some of the other sections.
Okay.
Necromancy is sort of the dark art.
Yeah, it is kind of like a dark art section, so it's sort of away from most of the other things. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist and it's not like a tiny little section, but it's smaller than the rest of the sections.
Okay, so I'll sort of click my teeth in disgust, and I will head towards L for Lich.
Okay, you scroll around and look for liches. There are a couple of books which you probably are able to miss out. The basics of liches. What liches look like, how best. 101 ways to deal with a lich. And then there is a. I tell you what, give me an investigation check.
Ooh! Roll. Investigate.
Okay.
Hey.
As you're looking through, it seems like you're at the start of it. You were just kind of like, oh my god, books everywhere. You were kind of like lost in the setting. Looking around in the same section, there appears to be another a female human. Looks to be wearing red robes. Sort of as well, looking in kind of the same sort of areas. It looks like you sort of go into such a book, and then she's the one next to it. And she notices that you're sort of looking for stuff about liches, and sort of it comes up to you fairly sort of quietly and calmly, and you have knowledge of liches, or are you acquiring knowledge about liches? What brings you to this particular section? It's not well travelled by most.
I'm sorry, I must have missed your name.
Sorry, my apologies. My name is Lady Serana of Thay. Have you heard of it before? And give me a history check.
History? No, I don't have that one ready. Sorry, we'll have to go to character sheet for that. So a couple of extra seconds. History.
That's fine.
History. I'm not so good at that.
Yeah, you've heard of the land of Thay in a few sort of stories and books of things. If I transfer you to the world map for a second, and I'll show you the area that you know that it's in. It's kind of you see these two isles here.
Yes.
The one there.
South
you know
of
that
Stragos.
Thay was around about there, but further than that, you're not 100% sure of like what went on in Thay.
So
I thought you were away. Yeah, you know that it's there. And there were quite a few mages and red wizards there. But further than that, there's not too much extra you know about it. It seems like it's quite an old sort of civilization, but before your time probably. So not as much is known about it, and it's not marked on like many maps. So you assume that it's probably been forgotten or is possibly a ruin.
Right. So is there no longer a country?
No, it's not. It's more just a ruin at this point. And with your history check, you're not entirely sure why it's a ruin.
Right, but I've heard of Thay.
You've heard of Thay. It was like in that sort of area. It's like when you think of it, it's like I know where Brazil is, but I don't really know much about Brazil. It's there.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what she says. And yeah, she's Lady Serana of Thay.
Ah, well, I am Deacon Mordecai. I don't know if you've heard of the city, Territor, on the far northern continent. Anikand?
Yes, I'm sure I've heard of Territor before. Looking up and down, it seems like she notices the sort of the black garb, the two well, she doesn't recognise that they're skeletons, but the two sort of cloaked, hooded figures beside you. Tell me, how much is it that you already know about liches?
A certain amount. Why are you interested?
Perhaps there is something that you may be able to help me with. Are you... She sort of looks around for a little bit, notices there's a few other people who seem to be sort of perusing around. Would it be possible to speak in private?
Possibly. I'm sure there are some areas of the library where the patrons don't go. Law, perhaps, or tax law.
gives you a little bit of a chuckle. Yes, that seems like a good place to take you, and she gestures you over to that area. Again, sort of looks around when she's there. It's obviously nobody around there. I may have something that I need doing. A lich is involved. Are you alone, or are you with friends, explorers that you travel with? Does that fit?
Friends.
Yeah, friends.
What exactly is it you have in mind? I had in mind a quiet afternoon of research.
Well, I'm afraid what I may have in offer for you may not quite be in the same structure as a quiet day of reading. Have you heard of a gentleman called Zas Tam?
I can't say
another history check.
Yep, history check.
Just
I can
in
do
case.
Has someone got their phone by their microphone? Because I can
hear it as well. I don't know if it's me or not, but I don't.
I have put my
Mine's
phone
not near it, but mine's been going fucking nuts all
I
day.
have
but
put my
is that any
phone
better?
far away. Sorry, it only does every now and again, so I'll let you know.
I threw my phone away, so
14.
if it was mine, it'll stop.
You know that Zas Tam was a not a lich himself, but someone that was possibly trying to become a lich, and a very evil character. Not sure exactly where he came from. You maybe heard that he passed through Thay or was in Thay for a certain amount of time. But you know that he is evil and is known as a lich lord.
Did he have some association with Thay then?
Yes, he did. And she, there's a couple of couches. Sort of gestured you to sit down on them. Zastam was an evil lich lord. He was building up forces to attack the known world from Thay, the bottom of the continent. Who was trying to spread his reach to the rest of the continent. And I fear the whole world. There are ruins, and there is a vault underneath Thay called the Doom Vault, where there was once a lich who resided there, but Zas took over the Doom Vault for his own purposes, imprisoned the liches there, and I fear that from what I've gathered from my scouts, that he's trying to take their essence, rebuild his army, and go forth into the continent and the rest of the world. You seem someone who knows something about the necromantic and liches and things of that nature. I was just curious if there was anything that you could do to help me out. There is gold, riches, treasures, magical artifacts. There may be lots in there.
If one lich is destroying another, I cannot see how that is bad for Thay.
It's maybe not so bad for Thay, but if an evil lich were to take over Thay and then start spreading his reach through the rest of the continent, well, I fear what may happen to us good nurtured folks.
Yes, I feel very sorry for you, good-natured folks. I fail to see how this is my concern, however.
She gives a little bit of a sort of a slightly disappointed look. But very well then. Perhaps I need to find another to help me out on my quest. She sighs quite deeply, bids you good day, and then disappears off into the rest of the library.
I will return back to the lich section.
Yeah. Okay. Going through and keeping in mind some of the things that Serana had said. You start to then look around for maybe some of the other things. Maybe find something more about Thay. And there is you come to a quite a smallish looking tome. Which seems to detail the history of Thay, and it pretty much sort of says what Serana has said, that the evil lord Zastam has captured and taken over the Doom Vault below Thay, and is using the powers of a collection of phylacteries to fuel his experiments and creations. He has attempted it once and was beaten back by the Thayan rebels. And it's, well, you assume that he's obviously come back and someone's trying
What can I find out about the political structure of Thay nowadays then?
The political structure, there isn't much of a political structure. It's very much that it has ruined and decayed over time. The opening that was sort of above the Doom Vault was destroyed to obviously stop him from getting out and stop people from getting in. They sort of try and lock him away as best as possible.
So those islands down there are now anarchy. There's no government, so what used to be Thay is now ruined land.
What was Thay is now just a wildlands. Yeah.
Okay.
There's maybe a few sort of very small sort of village settlements maybe, but nothing too much of note.
Have I seen Cyrana?
Cyrana.
Have I seen her around? Is she still in the vicinity? I don't.
Well, she's not looking through the book section that you were at anymore. You didn't hear the portal go off, so you assume that she's probably still in the reasonable vicinity.
Okay. Can I get to books about the Red Wizards of Thay without being noticed? I don't want to be particularly stealthy about it, but at the same time, I don't want to be in the same area at the same time.
Okay, it's easy enough. It seems like as you're sort of pacing around just to maybe see where she is, it seems that there's like a section in the middle of the library with like benches and books and things, and you can see her sort of in that sort of section, probably reading through one of her own books or tomes or something. So yeah, it's pretty easy to work your way through. And there's not too much known about the Thayan rebels themselves, though. From the bits and pieces that you've picked up, it seems like there was the Thayans were sort of worshippers and followers of Zastam, and there was a section known as the Thayan rebels, which set out and were the ones who decided to stop Zas.
Right. And what became of them?
Not much is known. They fled into what's the word? Not captivity. They fled the area and made themselves, not as much known. I don't know what. There is a word. I can't think what it is.
They took to the hills.
They made themselves scarce for fear that the Thayans in the Doom Vault may rise back up.
Right, so the Doom Vault's all sealed by the rebels who have taken to the hills, presumably to resume some sort of life while watching to make sure the place is not unsealed. Would that be a fair assumption?
Yeah, that's pretty much what you're gathering.
And so
there's probably a few pictures in some of the books of the Thayan rebels, and their sort of garb looks very similar to what Serana was wearing, though Serana looked to be wearing more of like a higher born, as she was maybe like a lieutenant or something of that. It seemed like she was slightly higher.
Okay. Right. So, from what Serana was saying, Zastam is collecting liches.
No, it doesn't. Yes, technically, there is a collection of phylacteries inside the Doom Vault in the inner reaches. And she says that he's trying to crack into them and use the essence to fuel his experiments and things to take back into the world.
Okay.
Rise up from darkness.
Right. So I will head back to the necromancy section necromancy/lich section, depending if they are separate or together. And I want to see about local legends and rumours, anything history-wise of local liches.
In specifically this continent?
As close to this area as possible. This is where my leads led from Terrator. So I'm hoping that there's something in local legend or local lore about it.
Okay, yeah, there were just something else that I had written down. There was legend of a lich, who was you'd been given maps and things to this area, and said that there was possibly a lich of some description in the. Well, the specific lich that you're after, but it seems like it was in that jungle. But the tales and things it's more like a story, like a fable of the hero that beat this evil lich, as he was known. So you think the one that you were possibly sent for was possibly an evil one that has since been destroyed.
Okay, and do we have any time scale on that?
A significant time ago. I don't know time, but yeah, quite a long time ago.
Right, so local law confirms that where we went to look for the Lich is where the Lich actually probably was.
There was one, yeah, but has since been
gone,
destroyed.
There
is mention of another Lich closer to the north of this continent, up near Guard, but not as much is said about that one.
Okay. And how aged is that particular?
It
story?
Seems like going by the story that you're reading through, it doesn't seem like particularly old. You gather from reading through that it seems like it's probably a still, not using the term living, but is still currently an existing Lich. Whether this is a good or evil Lich for you is hard to tell from the story. Most of the stories seem sort of, say Liches, they're usually sort of things to avoid if best possible, but obviously you have your own
I have my own reasons. Yes. In which case I will stop hogging the limelight, pick myself up a book of necromancy and go and read it while somebody else does something for a change.
Okay, Kraylin, you were wandering around the library as well. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm pretty much at this point just standing, holding a book open in my hand, and I've got my quarterstaff in the other hand, and I'm just kind of waving it around and just muttering away to myself here. Wingardium Leviosa.
You're trying out some of the spells.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Give me an.
Damn, it doesn't work.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay, you sort of flit around some of the areas, and you come across sort of the druid section, because you know that as a druid, it's kind of hard for you to cast other schools of magic and things. You find something that looks kind of interesting. You sort of thumb through it, and you feel that there's a little bit of magic fills into you. Will you roll me a D100, please?
Swish and
So R/R 1D100.
Okay.
/R works as well.
Yeah, you don't need to like /roll, just /R works. Yeah,
that would have helped a lot.
It's a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Roll me a D4, please.
Oh. Is it the same? Is it the same?
I think it is.
Literally, yeah. So you start thumbing through some of the books, and you come across one with a. It's quite a nice looking green bound leather book. You open it up, and you come across. Ooh, this looks like an interesting spell. You gesture around it with your magic spell, and you feel the magic sort of enter you, and it feels like it is starting to take effect. Then for you, your vision sort of fades slightly, and then comes back to, sort of you're looking back at the rest of the world, and just swirling around you are just books and papers, just in a swirling mass around you. You can't really work out why, but there just seems to be books and things just flowing, just circling around you. Lucy, you can hear the sort of the din of this whirlwind just going off to the other side of the library. There are a few guards who seem to be sort of running over, like, "Oh God, it's a fucking elemental!" And it just looks like you can see a few guards.
Lucy will look up for a second, sigh, think to herself, "Well, I'm glad I didn't vouch for him," and turn the page.
Okay. So yeah, you are currently just a swirling mass of air. There seem to be a couple of guards who seem to just run up to you. They've got sort of like hands on weapons, like looking to each other. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do with it? There shouldn't be an elemental in here. Oh God! It's It's making noise! Get it! And like, there's two of them just sort of charge at you with these sort of clubs raised. And as they kind of just sort of swing, you feel the magic just sort of fade away. And then again, your vision fades. You're back to, your vision reopens. And you just see these two guards kind of just charging at you with these sort of like maces, realizing that you're now...
Oh, it's turned into a blue monster!
Yeah, and they're now even more confused. They just give you a couple of whacks. They looks like they go for a couple of whacks as they just kind of... They would like, an elemental... what? Swing.
That was weird.
Completely put off by the moment they both missed. They just... It seems like they were aiming for a bigger target than you were, and just sort of swing and miss. And what the bloody hell's going on? You were... what's it? Just looking.
Where did you two come from?
Oh god. Connection service mirrors in. It's fine. Well, we were just around there, and we had this bloody wind or something going on, and there was an elemental, and now you're here. Have you been fiddling with the spells?
I was just reading one of these books.
Which one? You've still got it in your hand.
This one. Look, words.
And he reaches forward, takes it goes to take it from you. Are you going to stop him?
Oh wait! No, I paid for this.
What do you mean you paid for the book?
Well,
These are our books. That's not how our library works.
What? I give the girl outside gold and berries. I gave her berries.
Golden.
She said I.
Get a load of this guy. Do you not know how libraries work?
What's a library?
Oh, for the love of the gods! Just put the book back, all right? Library.
Oh, okay.
Can't believe I'm bloody having to tell you this. You borrow from a library. You come in, you look at the books, you give them a bit of a read. Maybe you take them away, but you have to agree to borrow the books first. You don't buy books.
I can't take them away.
Well, you can, but you have to speak to a receptionist there. You can't just wander in and take your own books whenever you want.
Oh, okay, because the last place I was in, they let me buy books.
You sure it was a library? It sounds like a bookshop.
No. There were girls there, and some very hairy men. And there was this one guy that was dancing. He was a little strange, but yes, they let me buy. I could take them away. I read them and didn't have much use for them then, so just threw them away in the swamp.
Give me a persuasion check. completely bewildered by your story. Yeah, just seems to... Oh, alright, maybe there are different libraries where you come from. And can I just look at which one it is? Just, so I know.
What?
Can I just look at the book? Just see which one it is. Just, in case someone's after it, I can say it's on loan.
Yeah. Here you go. Here. Here.
All right. And he takes from your hand, looks at the tome, and written on it. It seems it's like a high-level druid spell book. He says, "Oh, I don't know what you want to do with this, but if that's how it goes, sure enough." He hands you this book.
Well, that one spell did make me feel a little strange, but
yeah, I'd be careful with that next time. Just make sure you know what you're doing.
Maybe I should read this outside. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. And just maybe mention Yasmin on the way out that you've got it. Just it seems like you're from a faraway place, and it seems like your libraries work a bit different to ours. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, they did also. I think the name of the last place. I don't think they called it library. I think they called it brothel.
The guy just seems fully confused at this point. You just dumbfounded him. It's like he's trying to speak, words aren't coming to him, and just and he just sort of gives you guys a look and just be careful, and then wanders back to wherever he was patrolling.
Wait. Wait, before you go, can I ask?
He's
So
going. He's
I
going.
had-
You have
Oh, no.
completely destroyed this person. He's just wandering off, leaving you. You're both at this point now just flustering. Like, neither are able to form words, and he walks away.
Okay, best take this outside, I suppose. And I'm just sorry, go on.
Just so happens that at the same time, Lucy is taking her book to the desk to check it out to borrow it. I'm going to head out as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back at we'll go to Narimen. Narimen, down at the Prancing Pony. Was there anything particularly you wanting to do there?
Was I able to find it easy enough?
Yeah, she points it out to you. It's down by the river docks. If I change the map over to the map of Stragos, I think it was down on the south sort of bank. So actually, yeah, it's probably sort of quite close. Nearby, let's say it's about there on the map. Map there. Yeah, it seems like quite a nice, quaint little. It doesn't seem like an inn. It seems more like a little bit of a drinking hole. It's built onto the water side. There's a bit of a dock which extends out. There's a few small sort of boats. You imagine they're like personal sort of transport yachts and canoes and things. And it seems like there's a bit of a music thing going on. There's a couple of people you can hear the sounds of music coming from the place itself, the tavern.
It's delightful. I'll enter the bar place expecting to see either Wottgar or Dokmah there, and so just look around again.
As you open the door, it seems like everyone in you sort of open the bar and you're just met by just a crowd of people who at this point just seems to be sort of looking your direction, just like cheering with like glasses in their hands. Someone from the side sort of pushes one into your hands. You're like, oh, okay. Just cheering and raucous laughter. A couple of them pull you in, and it seems like there's like a bit of a dancing circle going on in the middle. Do you want to participate? It seems like they sort of try and gesture you in. It's like, come on, dance. Or are you gonna try?
Yeah, like give it a shot. Yeah, sure.
Alright,
I'll have like a big swig of the whatever I've been handed, and
it seems like not like a top level like a cider, like a fruity kind of like the baby brother of the Copperberg maybe.
Nice.
It's cidre, not cider.
Ooh, cidre.
Sure. Give me a performance check.
This is where I look to see if I have a class feature I can use. Oh no, I've already used Tides of Chaos. Damn. Oh, I can't use band luck on myself. Okay, just performance then.
Yep, just basic performance.
Yay!
Oh!
Yeah, you pull forward and take a drink from your cider, and you just feel invigorated with. You're not entirely sure what. You just feel like pumped up, and you take to the dance floor, grabbing the first person that sort of that meets you. There's a short dwarfish fellow, brownish hair, kind of like a thin beard, mustache, like goatee combo. Seems slightly sort of pulled back by you, grabbing him by the wrist and pulling him into. You do a humongous just dancing routine. It's like you've heard this song before and you know the dance. You've practiced this 1 billion times before somehow for some reason. And
it's like I'm on how you say the Eurovision.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just 5 minutes, everyone just around you is just staring in awe at your dancing prowess. You know, clapping you on, throwing like flowers into the ring. The dwarf who you've taken by the hand doesn't seem as good at dancing as you, but you make it work weirdly. You know when like 60s dancers, throwing their wives around, that kind of thing. Just like the dwarf is just like just spinning him round, spinning him in circles. Throwing him out, bringing him back in. Everyone is just amazed at this point, and a couple of people actually throw some money at you.
Ooh! And I call it my hand.
And they throw you 70 silver. There's a collection of copper coins and silver coins, and yeah, there's just like 70 silver there. Everyone is just amazed. At the end of it, the dwarf next to you, just sort of taking a brief moment, just catch his breath a little bit. Bloody hell! I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, either that was really fun. Thank you.
How does one learn to dance like that? Changing his voice now. He must be.
Thank you.
He must be a dancer extraordinaire.
No, actually, I'm really terrible. That was a lot of fun.
Bloody hell, there's some luck in you, sir. I'll have to take your feet and distill them into a potion of dancing. I'm a potion maker, didn't you know? The name is Donovan. And he reaches up with a hand and shakes.
Hello, Donovan.
Hello, who are you?
Donovan.
Donovan.
Oh, Donovan. Hello, Donovan. I am Narimen. I'm very lovely.
Narimen, what a wonderful name. He shakes you quite vigorously at this point, still breathing quite heavily, like, you've worn this poor dwarf out at this point. But and everyone around you is just like cheering your name, hearing now that your name is Narimen. It's like they've started up their own song, incorporating your name into it as well.
Lovely.
Build up a name
I would
for
love
yourself.
to hear how they rhyme Narimen. That'd be quite interesting.
It's weird, but again, it works.
It's Donovan and Narimen.
The magic of a natural fucking 20.
Jesus.
And he pulls you to the side, and it seems like it takes you to a table, helps you gather up some of the coins into this hat. You don't know who the hat belongs to, but you now have it's like a pauper's hat. It's a very simple hat, kind of like a beret type thing, with these just collection of coins, and he helps gather you off to the side. So what are you doing in Stragos? What brings a dancing man like you to this town?
I'm more sort of just around here with my friends. Honestly, not really sure. I kind of was with them and sort of lost my memories and slowly getting them back, so I thought I'd just travel along with them, and really no reason. I don't really think there's a reason. We escorted a furbolg kobold. Have you heard of a furbolg kobold, the blue man?
Yes, I think I've seen some furbolgs in my time.
I hadn't. He was quite scary. But
They're very interesting creatures. I thought that furbolgs were really small creatures, but apparently they're quite large creatures. Fancy that.
The name Furbolg makes him sound like they're teeny tiny, but really he's really quite tall.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes, it's very strange. But he wanted to go see the Dusk Route, and so I
yes, most people do. It's quite a popular hotspot.
Yes, it's quite fun. It's a bit strange, the tree, but yes, it's lovely. During that time, more just sightseeing. I was hoping I would find some of my companions here. It was a small brown dwarf, very mad, who beats people. He's a very angry man. And another one who used to have a pet spider, but now has an elk with horns. But I don't see them here.
No, I don't think there's been anybody in here like that. Where could they have possibly gone to? They might have gotten to the bottomless tankard. That's usually there's a little boy at the front gate who usually sends people there. Wonder if he's maybe in cahoots with the owners.
I wouldn't be surprised, really. He's a tricky one, that boy. But I'm not going to lie. I'm quite happy to be here for a while. I'm sure they'll find me eventually.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm sure we'll swap plenty of stories and things and drinking. And there's a barmaid who comes over and brings another couple of. They seem like goblets of a red wine. Smells quite nice. Seems like not the sort of thing that they maybe bring out for the rest of the patrons, but they seem to be bringing out quite special. And so the two of you spend time talking, and you find out that this is Alchemist Donovan, who lives. Oh fuck! I forgot to write down the name of the potion shop. It was something the frog, wasn't it?
A green frog.
The green frog. Yeah,
Green
and
frog.
he mentions that he owns the green frog, and he also says that he has a little bit of a job that he's posted at the Hunter's Lodge. It doesn't seem like he's like totally telling you as to like get you to do the job. It's more like just like idle chitter chatter. It seems like he thinks that you're a dancer, not like a person who takes up jobs and things. But yeah, it seems like he in sort of brief passing is like, oh, I've got this job at the Hunter's Lodge. But yeah, and there's the rest of it is just sort of like chatter about things.
Nice. I also say that, me and my friends may be able to help. We just sort of arrive in places and help people and do things.
You said you were here with friends. What sort of friends are they? Are they dancing types as well?
Oh no. One of them especially doesn't dance. No, she's you could say she has a very grim expression.
Oh well, you'll have to bring her down here and show her your tiger feet.
Oh, she would never believe me, dear.
And maybe we'll have to do something about that. Bring her along, and we'll have another dance off. We'll get another band in, and be a jolly time for all. I'm sure she'll love it.
I would love that image in my head is fantastic. I guess I really must introduce my friends to you. They would most certainly love to help you, probably. Probably.
Yes, maybe. Why don't we go out into town and see if we can find them ourselves? I could do with a bit of a breath of fresh air and wander up to that end.
I'm not going to lie, that wine has gone straight in my hippity head.
Yes, I think I might be joining you in that one. And he sort of like hops himself down off this like barrel seat that he was in, and you see him totter about a little bit, giggle. You can see his cheeks. You can see his cheeks are just like rosy, like bright red at this point. His eyes semi-glazed over. He says, "Let's go into town. Wander the road."
Indeed.
I've realised that this is a risk.
I'll agree. Motorcycle's going to walk across town with goblets of wine.
Yeah.
Singing, Lucy, Lucy.
Wottgar and Dokmah, you are pointed to Wottgar, you're pointed to your friend set to the side, and Dokmah, are you going to follow, or do you want to investigate the hubbub of people off to the side?
Okay.
Where Mugen was.
I would probably go to the hubbub as well. I was asked to get him to be a bit quieter, and I was do that first. Then I'm going to talk to my friend.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Go to the hubbub of people.
Yeah. So you make your way to the corner of the inn, and yeah, there's almost like a circle of people. Some of the kitchen staff who seem to be sort of going into the kitchen, bringing out food. They're having a little bit of a trouble squeezing past this sort of group of people. And yeah, as you get closer, you can hear the voice of a half-orc. Dokmah, not one that you know yourself, but Wottgar, one that you are very familiar with at this point. Let's see if I can do it.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Oh God, now I'm sick of that voice. Next one, who's for it? You're over there. Come along, I'll take you all on. Seems like there's a bit of a contest of strength going on. As you sort of push your way through the crowd, you can see Mugen the half orc sat at a table, and it looks like he's having an arm wrestle with just one of the patrons. As well, looks like he's got a little bit of a blush to his face. You can see many empty shot glasses in, some knocked over, upside down, that kind of thing. And it's just kind of, come on, you! Yeah! It roars out in success. Takes up one of these shot glasses, just chucks it down him, slams it back on the table, and beats his chest a bit. Who wants some?
Mugen, was that you?
Who the bloody hell? Wottgar! Just sort of jumps up, knocking the table onto the floor. Rushes forward to you, just sort of takes you in both of his arms, gives you just like a crushing hug. It doesn't hurt, but you can certainly feel like he's putting a bit more force than is necessary. He sort of squeezes you really tight. Oh my God, I see you in. Oh man, what are you doing here? Puts you back down. Hands you one of these little shot glasses. Chucks one back himself. Go on for the strength.
Of course, I take the drink.
Yeah.
Like
it's
every
water.
man in dwarf should.
It's water. You feel like possibly at some point someone has switched these shots for water, probably to try and sober him up a little bit. Doesn't seem like Mugen has noticed. But yeah, this is water. But you're like, yep, sure, whatever.
I still consider it probably a wise move.
Sits down at the bar with you. Oh, everyone go away! I've got some quality time with my friend Wottgar, something like that. And everyone sort of clears away.
I will actually ask to get the crowd to be a bit quieter, but I guess that works as well.
You hear that? Quieten down, you lot! You've been too loud. And they all sort of they kind of quieten down a little bit. And then just sort of to the corner of the bar, you see the woman just sort of peek around. So what brings you to Stragos? I thought you were wandering around that jungle with Luci and Narimen.
I'm actually here to talk to my friend over there. I point to the dwarf.
All right, what do you want with him? He's been really quiet all day.
Oh, that's because he's waiting for me.
Oh, all right. Well, don't want to keep you waiting. If you've
I do think my friend here wants to talk to you though.
all right. Well, I'll talk to your friend then. And he reaches forward, takes you, Dokmah, by the hand. Sort of again, it's quite a sort of a big hand. Kind of crushes yours slightly. It doesn't hurt, but it's like it sort of drags you down and sits you down. Hands you another of these water shots. Takes one himself. Still oblivious that it's water.
Yeah, I do the same. Sort of, almost like half look a bit confused, thinking this is water, but again, like just put it down as if to say, oh yeah.
Give me a performance check. Just for shits and gigs.
How well do you perform that?
Wow!
Double zero.
Right after double 20.
Yeah.
As you sort of just look at it a little bit and sort of put it down, and, picks up one of the other ones that's theirs, gives it a bit of a taste, gives it a bit of a sniff. Oh, you's fleeced me! Where are my drinks gone? And some of the patrons sort of just rush away a little bit. And he just sort of grumbles quite angrily now. Look, give me another drink and then maybe we can talk. To you, Dokmah.
I'll get
And it gets like right up in your face as well. Just like slams his fist on. It's like, give me another drink, and then we'll talk.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. But I'll get you another drink.
Oh, it's a good man. Slaps you on the back.
I shout over to like bartender. 2 shots down here, please.
Oh, for the love of God! You're paying for any mess he makes. Any more mess, anyway. Pulls 2 over and brings them over. In the hubbub, it seems like that your friend Blowfur has noticed and looked over and has recognised you, actually, Wottgar.
Yeah.
Wottgar, what are you doing here? I thought I'd never find you. It's been weeks. Maybe timelines are weird.
I got caught up in some weird temple thing with some adventurers.
Bloody hell!
I thought maybe there was some cultists involved, but turns out
those
I was right though eventually.
Those fucking cultists, right? God, well, you'll have to tell me all about it.
Hey, maybe some other time though. If we finally got together again.
Hey, yeah.
Where exactly is this lead supposed to take us?
Good to see that you're still standing there alive.
Aye. There have been a few scrapes though. As you can see.
When weren't the scrapes back in the old days? Yeah, he looks you up and down and sees a few of the sort of the dints in your armour, some of the bits of the chinks that are made out of the surface of it. You'll have to do something about that. Can't have you wandering about in subpar gear. Hey, if you want to do some repair work, I heard Endrin down at the pit. He might or was it Endrin? I've been drinking, I can't remember. No, it's Bulgus at the Golden Lance. He's got a little forge. He might let you use it and repair some of your stuff.
Aye, I'll remember that.
Aye. You can go to Endrin if you want, but his stuff's a bit. I mean, it's alright, but it's a bit.
I'll rather repair my own gear though.
Anyway, we've got business to talk to. And he pulls you off to the side, and it seems like he's got like a bit of a table, and he's like spread out very sort of maps and parchments and papers and things. It looks like he's been researching. Well, seeing as you took your time getting here, I thought I'd maybe do some research of my own. And well, I've come across another possibly, I'm not 100% sure, set of cultists. And shuffling around, looks like he pulls up the world map and checks notes. And he,
Yes.
on the map, circled down near Umbarton, which is there.
Yeah, okay. So
It seems like he's sort of circled that with a bit of red ink. So that's where you want to be, I think. I've heard that there's been something going on Umberton. There's some slave camps, in the round, which, well, they're not really slave camps, but, there's some of the orphans and things get sent to these, like, workhouses and things, and I've heard that some of them might have been going missing in unusual circumstances, just disappearing in, like, the middle of the night, that kind of thing. And I know the business back at home, so I thought, I don't know, maybe you want to investigate that a little bit.
Aye, that's definitely on my radar now. If I knew what radar was.
What's a fucking radar? You've been on some strange adventures, Wottgar, but bloody hell.
Aye.
Well, I'll look around and see if I can dig up some more information or anything about that.
Please do. I'll be around for just a couple of days, I think.
Oh, not sure. Where are you staying?
Well, here for now.
Oh, beautiful. Well, I'm just staying here myself, actually, a couple doors down.
Well, that's handy, I say.
Yeah, so I'll see if I can go through some of my notes and things and see what I can find out.
Aye.
And then the rest you just sort of again divulge into
just before we go, I saw the motion because I probably finished my ale. I saw the motion to the girl to bring 2 more, sort of for me and for the dwarf, because he's gonna get one, because he's probably gonna want one.
Looks at you. Looks at Dokmah and Mugen, who again seem to be drinking quite heavily, and just says, "I'm stirring up a tab for you lot." And she then just sort of pours out a couple of drinks and then sends them over.
Good. Okay, now if you're gonna switch.
So then you just sort of he's asking about like what's been happening since the two of you depart, that kind of thing. General sort of chatter.
I sort of describe what's been happening to me. I have no reason to lie to him.
Yep, that's true. Okay, Dokmah and Mugen. You've never met this half-orc before, but he seems extremely friendly towards you for some reason. He's obviously friends with Wottgar, but he sort of gets his drink. He's still sort of staring you kind of deadpan, just slurping at this beer.
So, Mugen, is it, yes?
That's what they call me.
I couldn't help but notice your ad outside the Hunter's Lodge.
Ah, you've been to the Hunter's Lodge, have you? I see your badge. I see it now. It's Scottish as well.
No, I do, laddie.
Yes, I've recently become a member of the Hunter's Lodge, and I was always looking to make a bit of money, but your ad seemed very vague. It literally just said a big creature.
Well, writing isn't quite my strong point. All right, some of the things in this world I'm better at, and some of them I'm not so good at. Drinking and fighting, that's what I'm good at. Writing and things, I'm not so good at that. I'm off to fight a Hydra.
A Hydra?
And he just looks at you like, yeah, Hydra. Staring slightly off away from you, like not like at your face, it's kind of just slightly to the side a little bit.
What on earth is a Hydra?
Give me a nature check.
Where is it?
Decent.
Yeah, you know that Hydras are very big, very dangerous, multi-headed monstrosities. Generally hang out around lakes, swamps, rivers, that kind of thing. Keeps themselves. They don't tend to sort of hang around in like sort of family groups or anything. And you also, you know they are very dangerous and can regrow heads. If they get like chopped off. You've heard that that's a thing that they do.
What on earth do you want to fight a Hydra for?
Well, I'm thinking, right, and he sort of gets some sort of like pitches his chair around, sits like right up close to you, points at your badge. I want one of those. I've heard you hunter types, you bounty hunters, you go on all sorts of ventures and things. I want in. And well, I've killed a few things in my time, but apparently not good enough for Lady Ray something or other. So I figure if I go out there and I kill the biggest fucking thing I can find, then I'll get in. So if I get a couple of people together and we just, you lot sort of beat up a little bit, but I get like the killing blow, give them the head, and they'll be like, yeah, Mugen, you're the best, you can go and join our club and go and kill some more big things. And
well, it's not just about killing big things, Mugen. It's about...
What is it about? I thought that was all it was. It was people go off and kill stuff.
It's not just any stuff, it's more we go out and protect people that can't protect themselves, and if this said Hydra was bothering a small village of people, we could, yes, that might be on the list to go get, but just killing a random creature probably will not get you into the Hunter's Lodge.
Oh yeah, it's been terrorising a village of in the swamp. It's a village called Villageton.
Can I see if he's lying? I believe?
Maybe an insight check.
I think, yeah.
With advantage for this point, I think.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah. You know that there is... I mean, there may be a place called Villageton, but certainly not in this continent. Yeah, Villageton has been harassed for years and years. So I'm gonna kill it, Anna, and then the people of Villageville will be safe, I think. Yeah, village. They'll be safe.
I'm not quite sure this is such a good plan. And
look, do you want to go? You want to make lots of money and go fighting and go on adventures?
Yes, I want to make money and go on adventures, but I'm not sure killing a Hydra for no reason, protecting this Villageton that you speak of.
Villageville. Will you not listen to me? Villageville.
Villageville. I don't even think that's a real place.
Well, I got told it was a real place. Maybe the person that telling me was lying.
Maybe that. What if there isn't even a Hydra and you're just being mugged off?
He looks very sort of curious at this point. You could be right. Well, I want to go find out myself anyway. I'll bet there is a Hydra, and I bet you'll be the little person in a hunter's lodge, and I'll be you're Dynamite and powerful Mugen, and you're little elf boy, and you're useless.
Well, let me make you a deal, Mugen.
Oh, I like deals.
What if me and you...
I fucking miss Mugen so much.
What if me and you go find out if this Hydra is at least real, and then come back and see if anyone else will join us if it is?
I think that sounds like a brilliant idea. And he takes, reaches into his belt, pulls out a quite a nasty serrated looking, not serrated, quite a nasty looking dagger. Looks like the handle's like a bone, and then there's just like the blade. He sort of cuts against his hand and says, "Right, deal." And he puts his hand out, and then like the blade in the other hand. We're gonna do this thing or what?
I kind of hesitantly sort of lift up my hand and just hold it there. To shake. I don't really want to, but
yeah, takes a knife and takes your hand and sort of slices against you. You suffer a point of slashing damage, and then he just sort of clutches the hands of the two of you together. Right, that's a bond now. You're with me, elf boy. Drink. Takes up the jug, hands the other one to you. And just starts chugging at that point.
I think, Mugen, if we're going to do this...
No, drink! Taking the bottom of your jug and kind of lifting it up a little bit to try and make you drink. Give me a strength check, a strength saving throw, please.
Ooh,
Or do you want to accept this drink being forced into
no,
you?
I'm gonna. Wow. I accept the drink.
It's gonna roll, you never know. That's supposed to be a natural one. Yeah, no, you sort of put, no, it's just fine. No, drink. And you basically are forced into just chugging this pint. Slams it back down, wipes his face off and belches quite loudly. So, are you and Wottgar in this together then? Are you going to bring Luci along? I miss Luci. Have you met Luci? You're new, I don't think I know you.
No, I have had the pleasure of meeting Lucy, yes.
Isn't she the best? And he went,
oh yeah, Morgan has this
come closer,
weird
come
idea.
closer. Come closer. No, Dokmah, come closer. I don't know your name is Dokmah, but elf boy. He whispers into your head. She's my best friend.
I sort of like hearing that, I give like a little shudder and like lean back.
What, Gar? Are you bringing Luci along as well? We could get the whole crew back together again. It'd be like that musical band that something's.
Well, I think, like I said, we should go check to see if it's real before we
Oh,
start.
yeah, of course. Have you got the advert there with you? Because in my drunken state, it appears that I may have forgotten exactly where the thing was.
He just said in the swamp.
Wasn't it in Namini? Is it Namini or something like that?
Yeah, you remember that it is Narunia.
Yeah, Narunia, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I thought. I was just checking that you knew. I mean, I know. I remember. I was just making sure that you knew. If we're going to be in this together.
Well, perhaps you should go put your head down for tonight, and we can go tomorrow to see if it's actually there.
I like that plan. Just falls straight onto the table, asleep.
I just sort of
snoring quite loudly. One of the women at the bar hears this. And says, oh God! And a couple of sends a couple over to sort of help him up and get him into a room.
Yeah,
Luci.
And after like sort of seeing all this, I'm gonna walk over to Wottgar and ask if he doesn't mind me sitting down with him. Wottgar, do you mind if I join you now?
Aye, but you have to be quiet and not interrupt when the man is talking.
That's fine. I'll just sit here and enjoy a pint that isn't being forced down my throat.
Aye, Mugen can be quite a handful. But he's a nice lad when you get to know him.
Yes, I should let you know before you carry on your conversation. We're going to have a look for a Hydra tomorrow.
I sort of give him like.
Yeah, you can give me a nature check if you know anything about Hydras.
Sure. I probably don't, but I can give it a go.
Victory card.
Nope. Nope.
You know that they're big and dangerous, but like specifically what a Hydra is, you've not really encountered anything like that before.
Like
certainly not. It seems like most of your sort of knowledge of monsters is like things in the Undercommon, that kind of thing, and you don't really get many of those in the Undercommon, Underdark. Yeah, but
I have been talking about going to this other place, Umberton. There's supposed to be some cultists there that we should investigate. Might be a better, but I guess we should help Mugen. He's a poor fella. I have a bad feeling if we leave him, he's going to end up dead somewhere.
Yeah, so he did say he was going anyway. If like no one helped him, he was just going to go because he wants to become a member of the Hunter's Lodge, and he thinks killing this will get him to be a member.
Would I know where the Hunter's Lodge is?
You've probably seen like signposts and things to it, or seen it on the map. It seems like it's quite a prominent building in like the city of Stragos.
And would I know enough about it that I would assume that it's a good place for Mugen or a bad place for Mugen?
Give me a history check, I think.
Sure. Because Mugen tends to be either really good at something or really bad at something. So is he a type of person that would be good at this?
From what you've heard about the hunters, the hunters lodge, they can be kind of selective about who they take on as their apprentices or members. Maybe, but usually it's a case of they have to be given a. If someone wants to join, they have to be kind of given a task, as opposed to just presenting a kill themselves. But whether there's been many instances of people doing that and succeeding is not really something you know about.
Is the fact that Mugen wants to just decided to kill a Hydra for his entry, is that even going to work?
I don't think it will. I did try and explain this to him, but he just said I'd be the little elf sat in the corner while everybody loved Mugen for killing this Hydra.
Can you talk to anybody at the guild to maybe allow him to enter if we kill the Hydra? Will that work?
I could give it a go. I can't say for sure, but there's no harm in trying, I suppose.
Aye. You try that, and then we'll see where we have to go. Mugen will probably be out for the rest of the day.
Yes, well, yeah, I did say to get some rest, as we're not even too sure if this Hydra is even real. So I said we'd go sort of have a look in the suggested area and see if we can see it, but not get into any bother just yet with just us going.
Just so you know, Mugen tends to rush rather than think. So if there's even a whiff of Hydra anywhere, he will attack it, even if it's just a log.
Okay, I might
I said,
persuade some of the people to come along.
Aye.
Okay, well, I won't disturb you anymore. I might go back round to the Hunter's Lodge and have a chat with them about this whole Mugen situation.
You do try that. I do suggest that he is pretty strong, even if he is a bit of on the thick side.
Yeah. I'll do my best to win him a case, but
he's a good friend to have in a fight.
He does seem the strong in the arm and thick in the head type, I suppose.
Hey, a man after my own heart.
Like I said, I won't keep you anymore, and I'll leave you about your business.
As you're heading out of the door, you hear Dokmah, you hear the sound of Narimen's voice, accompanied by another voice, a slightly deeper voice. And Narimen, you wander into the pub. You've sobered up a little bit at this point, with the air. Somewhere along the way, you lost the drink. It's not here anymore, but you know what?
But I've still got the hat. It's like the
you've got the hat. Yeah. Every now and again, you felt, there's still a coin in there. And you see Dokmah. It's kind of like as you're sort of going in, it looks like he's leaving. You just kind of like meet at the doorway.
Oh, hello, Dokmah.
Hello, Narimen. I've got us a room for the night, so when you go to the bartender, just say you're with Dokmah and they'll give you a key.
Oh, thank you, darling. You're a star.
So
are you leaving? We're not going to have drinks and parties and food. Lots of food.
You feel a tugging at your coat of Donovan at your side. Are these your friends?
I'm sorry, Donovan. Yes, this is my dear friend Dokmah. Dokmah is Donovan. We met at the Prancing Pony after we had a lovely dance number.
Donovan just sort of pushes his way forward and takes your hand, Dokmah. Just gives you a very firm shake. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Have you seen this one on the dance floor? He's a magician.
I can't say I have, but you see, your name was Donovan.
Is the Donovan? That's the one. Have you heard of me?
Aren't you the one advertising outside the Hunter's Lodge to find some sort of weed?
Yes, I think that is me. And he searches around in the little pouch that he's got and pulls out a similar looking advert to the one that you've seen. Yes, that's me. Are you willing to help?
I can't see why not, depending on where you think this is growing. Or
Well, it's in the swamps of Narunia, I believe. Slightly to the southeast that way a little bit.
That's
Southeast.
quite convenient. I've just been
Oh, it
told
is?
there's a hydra there that I meant to go look at.
That's why I want
There's a
somebody to go.
Hydra.
That's why I want somebody to go there, kill the Hydra, so I can get my belongings. I left some of this weed. It's a gillyweed. Have you heard of it before?
Gillyweed.
If the two of you can give me a nature check, I would say nature with advantage, Dokmah. Just keep it easy.
Yeah. Nature.
We'll just do it Dokmah and give him an advantage with that because you.
Oh,
sort of
sweet.
helping him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that that gillyweed is a herb that kind of grows in sort of swampy, watery regions, and is used in a lot of sort of spells and potions of various natures. But its sort of most common use is in potions of water breathing.
That's well.
Yeah, because I'm fucking inventive.
Well, you said, have you seen the hydra yourself?
Okay.
There you go.
A penny drops.
Have you seen the hydra yourself, Donna?
Yes, I've seen it. The damn thing chased me off. It did. I left some of the stuff that I'd already gathered there. So I'd quite like to return to get that return and hopefully gather some more. It's quite a rare herb, you see.
What would it be worth to you? I mean, it is obviously going to be very dangerous by the sounds of it. I don't.
Oh yes, dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Well, if you're able to get me, let me think, 5 gillyweed bundles, I would be able to make you a single potion of water breathing. And if you find even more, then I'd be able to either buy them off you, or I can make you even more water breathing potions. And I'll probably be able to give you a discount on any other potions that I have in store. If you once you've killed the beast as well and brought them back. Left a rather nice little alchemy set out there and some gathering tools. It's quite precious to me.
Well, I'll obviously discuss it over with everyone else. Obviously,
Yes, of course. If you got a
might want to come
adventuring
along.
party.
Yes, sir. No, I will be back shortly. I've just been speaking to Mugen, and
Mugen's here?
well, he's
Where?
asleep now.
Oh, he's sleeping.
Oh,
That does sound quite about right, yes. Is he sleeping is he here? Is he okay?
Yeah.
How's his face? Has he still got that lovely face?
I assume his face hasn't changed. I don't know. I have never met him before.
You've seen half orcs before. Their faces are kind of sort of mushy. They're kind of like half orcish. So
Like
there
a
was
pug.
yeah, kind of that sort of thing. The nose is kind of sort of pushed up a little bit. There's like a gesture of like fangs. Certainly not like a handsome looking face, but apparently a handsome face in Narimen.
It's Mugen.
We chatted about the Hydra I just mentioned. He wants me to go help him kill it because he wants.
That sounds about right. He wants what?
Yes,
Sorry.
he wants to become a member of the Hunter's Lodge like I am, and I like sort of present my badge.
Oh, it's really shiny, and like sort of nods at the bed. Oh, it's rather pretty. So if we helped him kill the Hydra and they give him a shiny badge, do I get a shiny badge? I'd like a shiny badge. I'll wear it on my hat. It's like sort of goes a bit of a milady kind of thing to go whoop, pop her hat. I'd put it right here on my hat.
Going off the story that Mugen had said and your sort of information, generally you know that it's the person who sort of makes the kill or captures the bounty that's needed. Generally, it's like their kind of capture. It's their thing. So, I mean,
we'd have to.
Depending on how evil you're feeling.
Not from Mugen. No.
Well, I was just going to the Hunter's Lodge to ask if they would accept this tribute of the Hydra from Mugen to be a member, because he believes that just killing something and bring it to them will let him become a member, and that's not really how it works. So I'm going to go have a talk with them.
If it's a Hydra, then it's certainly not like a good thing. So I suppose it's like it's a charity service. I have killed this giant snaky bobby. Give me a badge. It seems equal trade, really. I can see it's understanding.
Yes. Well, so like I said, if you go, Wottgar's inside talking to someone. And, like I said, if you go to the bar,
First?
yes, yeah, Wottgar's talking to someone, and then when Luci gets here, let her know to go to the bar and get a key as well. I'm sure she
Will do.
the room
Go.
this day.
Lucy, go to the bar. Say Dokmah, get key. Go sleep. Play with Mugen tomorrow. Sounds like fun.
Okay, I'll see you later, Narimen.
Goodbye, dear. Come on, Donovan. Like, nudge him forward. We'll have more drinks. Maybe no more dancing.
You go down to look at Donovan, and in the hurry of chatting with Dokmah and the amazement that you found Mugen, Donovan's at the bar. He's already gone. You can see his little legs just kind of sitting on the edge of a stool. Seems like he's already got quite a hefty portion of a drink with him.
I'll head up.
Yeah. Okay. And you said that Dokmah. You said you were off back to the Hunter's Lodge.
Yes.
Okay. Luci and Kraylin, you get let back through. It seems like with a little bit of coercion. It seems
Sorry,
like,
do I have to leave the library to get to check the book out?
Yeah, it's like the receptionist. Yeah.
Oh, in which case I won't leave the library just yet.
All right. Okay.
But
Kraylin,
it's-
I think you have done, or do you want to stay around and wait with Luci?
No, I'm just wandering out now and coming back to Yasmin.
Okay.
Is she still there?
Yeah, she's still there. It seems like she's just penning something into a book of some description.
Okay. I just kind of walked up to her and start chatting. It's Yasmin, wasn't it?
Yes, that's me. How can I help? Did you find everything that you required?
Yeah, it was a little strange, but yeah, I found something. I just wanted to ask. So I gave you gold, and I got books, and I just want to check. So more gold equals more books.
Well, if you plan on bringing the books back, I'm sure that won't be. We can arrange a redelivery of the said book. If you bring it back to us.
Good.
If you're planning on staying in Stragos for a while, then seems a fair idea.
Oh, okay. How do I get more gold?
Well, that's a question for the ages, really.
Well, the last
doesn't
time,
quite seem to understand your question a little bit.
the last time I got gold, I was given it by a man. I don't remember his name. It's quite some time ago, and I helped him, and I did a thing, and he gave me gold, and I still have the gold.
At that, she kind of sort of takes your hand in sort of hers and sort of brings it down. I'm so sorry, child. That sounds terrible to be put into that sort of situation. Selling yourself for money. Civilized folk don't do such things. Just sort of patting the top of your hand.
I did not expect this to be going in this direction. I did not expect that.
And she looks genuinely just really, like upset and worried.
Well, he didn't get the best bits.
Oh, I hope not. Surely one saves oneself for their better half, I suppose.
Oh, no, I don't like halves of things. No, he seemed quite happy, and he put the gold in my hand, so I've taken it with me. But I want to get more gold.
Okay.
How can I get more gold?
As a recommendation, maybe don't do that in future. Your body is your own, not for others to... Oh, I can't say any more about it. It's dreadful. If you're looking for gold, well, there are many things you can do. If you're many people take up treasure hunting, finding trinkets and selling them to collectors, shops, that kind of thing. There's have you heard of the Hunter's Lodge? They take in hunters and bounty hunters and all manner of frightful people and beasts. And you can earn money by killing them and doing a service for wherever they are, or and there are many things you can do to earn money, really.
Wait,
Just
I
note
would
that.
I would get gold for killing things. That sounds rather harsh.
I can see what it seems like you're not quite from around these parts. If for example someone were to let's say, how can I put this? Let's say someone in the middle of the night took all of your things from you. You woke up in the morning and you didn't know where they were. Someone could go out and find this man or woman or whatever took them, and make them take it back, make them give it back, or take it from them and give it back to yourself.
Okay.
I suppose they don't necessarily have to be killed, but if there was a monster that was terrorizing a village or something.
Okay. Well, if someone took my stuff, I'd just be cold.
Yes, I suppose you would, and if you didn't want to be cold anymore, you'd want your things back.
No, I could become a bear. Bears are warm.
Oh, okay. What can bears do to earn money? I'm not really sure.
I can dance.
Maybe one of your other friends is earning some money that you may be able to work yourself into. Maybe they're doing something you can help out with them.
Okay.
What do you call that? Taking a share of a reward, so to speak.
Okay. They said they were going to go drink and do stuff. Which way would that be?
Well, there are many taverns and inns around the area. There is. I sent your friend the half elf boy to the Prancing Pony. Though one of the more popular places, not one for my personal taste, get a bit rowdy in there, is the Bottomless Tankard, up in the north of town. You get a little bit rowdy, but a lot of people seem to enjoy the atmosphere, and there's usually a good room there.
So this way. It
kind of like looks a little bit confused that you can't really point to a place, but she just, if you head out that way and speak to some of the guards, I'm sure they'll be able to direct you there.
Oh, okay. And I just kind of spin on my heels, turn around, walk off, and as I'm walking off, I go, thank you.
Just before she sort of like takes your hand a little bit harder, just look after yourself, friend. This is your body. You do what you like with it. Don't let anybody do anything otherwise. Anyway, said too much and lets you wander off.
Yeah, just like I say, just kind of spin my heels, wander off, going thank you, and then just want to take another few steps. I just kind of go, and thanks for the book.
Oh, you're quite well. Bring it back as soon as you're finished with it.
I just kind of wander off, completely oblivious to everything else that's going on.
Poor gullible blue prostitute.
Are you going to head towards the...
Yeah, I'm going to go find out what happened to the people who took my clothes in this hypothetical situation. I'm still a little confused.
Yeah. Luci. While this has been going on.
I want to head back over to Serana.
Okay. It seems like as you sort of get up to her, it seems like she sort of closed up her book, binding it back up. It seems like she's ready to set off, but acknowledges that you're there.
So, what exactly is your cause?
And my cause is to stop the evil Zas from coming back and taking over the rest of the continent, really.
Sounds somewhat dangerous. And if one was to help you in this cause, what form of remuneration would we receive?
Well, they're down in the inner reaches of some of the vaults and rooms in the Doom vaults. There are gold, books, items, magical artifacts, allies. Possibly there's many a thing that can be located in there.
I don't have
anything personally. It's all in there for the taking. It's merely the only thing that I require from this venture is the stopping of Zas.
Very noble. Very well. Good day.
Okay.
I'll head out of the library. Sorry.
Does this mean that you'll help me out?
Well, I see no real reason to risk my neck for long-lost treasures that may or may not be in a long-lost Tomb of Doom, was it?
The Doom Vault, yes.
Yes, a fascinating place. I'm good luck with it.
Well, thank you. I'll need a small modicum of luck for it.
Yes, I suspect if you're looking for help to work for you for free, you will need plenty of luck in this city. Farewell.
Very well. And it seems like she sort of then busies herself with something, allowing you to sort of leave first.
Yep, that's good. I shall head on out, check my book out with Yasmin, with as few words as possible.
Yeah.
And I will... What time of day is it?
Let's go sort of mid-afternoon, 3 p.m. or so.
Has the... what was the name of the mage? Has
Sildus.
half or... Sildus, yes.
Sildus.
Sildus
No, and Yasmin says that he'll probably be back in the later hours of the night.
Very well, in that case I'll head to the inn.
Okay.
Which bottomless tankard, because that was the one that I was recommended.
Okay. You start making your way over there. You. So everyone else at the tavern, are you sitting around and waiting there, or?
Yeah, I'm at the bar with.
Okay, so we'll say about half an hour passes, and eventually Luci comes up to you. Comes to the bar and comes to the inn, notices where you are. Sort of in the corner.
What about me?
Oh, yeah, I'll do you in a bit. Oh, are you heading in that direction as well?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure then. Yeah, the two of you striding up together.
A discreet distance apart, thank you.
Yeah. Well, he went a little bit ahead of you, so you kind of occasionally sort of notice him hold back a little bit. Yeah, you eventually both end up at the inn.
Girl, be quiet.
Oh, hello, Luci.
Hello. And I'll walk past. I'll walk past him towards the bar.
Wait! Come back! Wait for me! Wait.
Yes. Was there something I could help you with?
Yes. Yeah, you're going to the others, right?
The others, are they also at the inn?
I think so. Yes. Well, the girl back there said drinks were this way.
Yes. They are. And many other directions. In fact, I think I saw a tavern a couple of streets back.
Oh, over that way?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Bye. I just kind of wander off in that direction.
You're going off to... I'm assuming, Luci, you were directing him to the Prancing Pony?
I'm directing him to whichever bar we were closest to at the time, so I can carry on towards the bottomless tankard.
I'm sort of confused about exactly what's... But you're both sort of meeting up close to the...
Yeah, so we basically I caught up with Cyril or whatever his name is, and he asked if we were going to meet everyone. I asked, I don't know, are we going to meet everyone? He said they were going to get drinks. I said, that's fascinating. He said, where do you get drinks? I said, at a tavern, there's one right there, for example, and he went to it.
Fair enough. Okay, so you've, Kraylin, you've wandered off in the direction. There's one not too far away. Looks, the name on it is the Prince's Pauper.
Prince's Pauper.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the other one. It seems like Luci heads inside the. Do you head inside the?
I'm going nowhere near the Prince's Pauper.
You're going into the tankard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems like Luci steps into the tankard. Sans Kraylin. Kraylin, you go into a bar, looking around. You don't see them, but you see plenty of other people.
Hello.
One of the patrons. Hello. Oh. Bloody foreigners.
I just kind of be wandering, from bar to bar now, just trying to find everybody until I come across everyone again. And
are you not going to go
find them?
You're going to circle around town, pub crawling until you find them?
Pretty much, yeah. Just wandered in and out of buildings.
we
Cool.
were told that walking from one side of the city to the other can take several hours. So,
Yeah.
so we might see you sometime tomorrow, day after, something like that.
Right.
Well, in
okay.
fairness, we weren't too far away from where we were supposed to be at that point, were we?
True.
Let me put it back in Stragos just so we know where everyone is. Yes, I mean there's like taverns and things dotted around everywhere, and yeah, if you sort of set from one to the other, it'd probably take you a good long time to get round them all. You probably wouldn't actually make your way around them all. Well, I suppose if you just like no, you maybe make your way around them all. But that's what you're doing now. You're wandering around town, checking in every tavern you find, except the one that Luci went into.
Well, pretty much heading in the direction Lucy would have been going, but going one tavern at a time.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, so there's, if we imagine, like, let's just draw it. So, like, there's one there that's Lucy went into, you maybe went off one down that way, so...
Oh, those marks are appearing in the forest.
That's just because that's where my mouse was.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't
Oh,
really
right.
matter it's just a diagram of of directions. So Lucy went up to one ahead of you and pointed like off to the right at one of these taverns off down that way.
Yeah.
You noticed that she was going into that one.
Yeah, but I mean, it's only about two or three taverns away anyway, so I just kind of start wandering into a couple of them along the way, and then finally just wander back into the one that
Okay,
they're
so
in.
we'll say another half hour passes of
Yeah.
everybody else, and then eventually you wander back in and find the rest of them. Probably having a bit of a drink and a chat. Dokmah. We'll go to Dokmah because he's been quiet for a bit.
No problem.
So Dokmah, you're heading off to the lodge.
The lodge, yeah. Actually, I open like the door, going to the bottom, and there's Iago. Is it Iago at the bottom?
Iago, yeah, he's like the front desk man. Can't remember how he
hello,
talked.
Iago. It's Dokmah again.
Yes, hello, Dokmah. Welcome back.
Is it Azrael upstairs? Has she got a minute to talk?
One moment. And he sort of pulls back a little bit, touches his earring. Yes, she's upstairs. If you give it a few minutes, and I'm sure she'll be ready. I think she's with someone at the moment.
Okay.
Is there anything I can help you with until that time, or is it
no,
Azrael you need?
Quite all right, thank you.
Very well.
I'll wait here.
Starts going through his books. About 2 or 3 minutes pass, and you see a human walking down. You give him a little bit of a nod of appreciation and head up to Azrael's office. Seems the same as it was. She's powering away at a parchment, writing a pen. Notices you come in. Yes, Dokmah. How can I help you?
Yes, I've just got a couple of questions. Are you familiar with someone called Mugen?
Oh, for the love of the gods! Yes, I've heard of this Mugen. What about him?
She's
very much sort of sat like I am now, just. What is it?
For my help in removing a certain creature from a swamp.
Yes, it was a hydra or something like that. Was it?
Yes, a hydra. Yes, that's exactly it.
Boy, he's going to get himself killed one of these days.
He was hoping that if he was able to kill it, that he'd be able to become a member of.
Did he say why he needed to kill it? Or was this just a selfish, I will kill this thing and then people will like me?
It's very much like that, but apparently it's terrorizing where it is in the swamps. And another gentleman, I don't know if you know his name, Donovan.
Yes, I think he's put up one of the jobs on the board.
Yes, well, his job I've spoke to them both today actually, and Donovan needs his stuff back because he was, like, I wouldn't say attacked, but he lost his stuff because the Hydra was taking over the area that
Let me stop you there, Dokmah friend. I see where this is going. I see what Mugen is trying to do. I admire his principles of taking down large beasts and of the such. It is apparent that his quarry is the fate of somebody else. So I think we can make an exception this time. I will give him a quest, a personal test to him, but this Hydra kill will not get him entry into the lodge. He must accept something from me to test out his skills if he is worthy to join the lodge.
That's great. I'll tell him.
I entrust you to make sure that this happens accordingly, and that
Yes,
you relate to me whether he is worthy of the lodge.
I will put my badge on the line.
Very well. Are you sure about this, Dokmah?
I know I've worked very hard to get in here, and spitting Viper was a very big challenge for me. I'm sorry, there's a Martin waving. I just cut me off.
Mine's not here. Lucy's not here. Ignore that corner.
Yes. Well, I will see what he's like tomorrow, as we plan to go see this Hydra, and I will let you know of his bravery before, I suppose, any irrational decisions are made.
Very well. I appreciate what you're putting on the line for this half-orc that you may never have met before, but if you think that he has what it takes to join us, then perhaps it is something that we can be allowed. Take the quest, take him along, and see what he can do, and maybe we'll see.
Thank you.
Before you, as you previously mentioned about the orcs that were spotted to the mountains to the west.
Yes.
My scouts have not returned just yet. They were meant to relay back to me, but I've yet to hear from them. If you, I'm sure that they are very capable scouts, but if maybe tomorrow, if I don't hear anything, I'd very much like you to check out and make sure that everything is okay.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Of course I will.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your efforts and your concerns, and you have a good heart about you. Maybe more trusting than I. Maybe that is your downfall. We will see.
Maybe.
She gestures you out. A good day, Dokmah. May the hunt serve you well. She bows.
Yep. I go. I'll leave the lodge and I make my way back to the bottomless tankard.
Okay, as you start making your way back to the tankard, you and Kraylin kind of meet up outside the door. It seems that Kraylin's been on a bit of a wandering and has met up with you as you've entered through. Probably looks a little bit sort of confused at this point and just a little bit tired.
Kraylin, hello. You look a bit wary.
Oh, hello. Yes, I was looking for you and your friends.
Could you not find the bottomless tankard?
No, Luci sent me over there, and you weren't in there, so I've just kind of gone wandering around and trying to find everyone. Can you help me?
Yeah, just follow me. Well, we'll go to the inn, and that's where everyone else should be. I met Narimen as I was leaving, and Wottgar's already in there. And if you say Luci pointed you in a different direction, there's a good chance she's already in there as well.
Oh, okay. So has anyone ever taken your clothes?
Taken? No, I can't say people have ever taken my clothes. Why
Strange
do you
girl.
ask?
Strange girl. It doesn't matter. Strange girl. Okay, let's go.
Really puzzled. I wait on
What? Completely blindsided by that. You walk in, you both go into the tavern, which now at this point, after all has been said and done, it is probably getting reasonably late at this point. It's the sun is starting to go down. The moon is starting to come up in the sky. Luci, you were shaking your head. Are you not at the
No, he left me in the street.
I thought you said that you were going in.
You were going in.
I was heading that way. So to make it brief, make it a bit quick, I've gone to the bar. I have paid an extra 2 gold towards my room, so I get what's that? Was it five silver?
Yeah, it was 5 silver for the room.
So
and
I've
for
got
a
5
meal.
nights.
Yeah.
And then I've gone and confiscated a private room in the back, which will become my study while I'm here.
Yeah. And have you just set yourself up in there?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
As per standard, Narimen and Wottgar will occupy that room
Mm.
whenever possible.
Yeah, sure. So
In which case, there is beer and wine on the table as well as books and parchment.
Yeah, it seems like you, Dokmah and Kralin, you're sort of led and said they're in a back room over there. Are you bringing
Just sort of standard what Wottgar and Narimen do when Luci has a room in the back. We get used to that.
Yeah. Are you bringing Blowfur? Are you bringing him with you as well?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, cool. All right,
Yeah.
so
He's
there
a
is
mate. He's a mate. He also outranks me, so
Yeah.
if he doesn't want to go, it's up to him. But I sure as hell.
Yeah, no,
ain't gonna
it seems like
disrespect him.
he's willing to sort of, you're sort of chatting stories and trading your adventures and telling him the stories and things that you've done, and he seems quite intent on listening to it. After about an hour or so, it seems like there's a knock on the door to this sort of back room. It's the woman from the bar. Hello,
Enter.
are you all in there? She opens up the door.
Enter.
Wottgar? And she's looking around, remembering herself.
Aye.
Which one of you? There's a gentleman here for you. He's back at the bar. Or do you want me to send him in here? I don't really know what you. I just said. Will you get Wottgar for me?
I'll go and see who it is.
All right, okay
Sort of
then.
stand up and sort of walk out.
No, come this way with me. I'm sure it won't be a long time, guys. And, shuts the door behind him. The three of you, the two of you, sorry, two of you walk back up to the bar, and stood, sort of leaning against the bar, is someone who you don't recognise. They are dwarfish in look, about the same sort of height as you. Fiery sort of red and black beard. It's kind of like a dark beard, but there seems to be sort of flecks of like a red in it, almost like as a dye sort of thing. He looks like he's wearing simple sort of cloth garb around himself. There's like black sort of tattoos across his face, kind of like in sort of jagged sort of designs and things.
Okay.
And he just sort of not acknowledges you, and then takes himself off to the corner to sit in a booth. Looks like there's 2 other people with him. And,
I sort of
the
follow
woman
him.
just says, "It's over. They're sat over there. I think. Just they didn't seem particularly friendly. So just be on your wares, friend."
I sort of take the warning, and sort of put my hand on my axe, just so in my left hand, just sort of get ready for anything that might happen, and sort of stay on guard and go to him. You wanted to see me?
Yes, sit down, friend. And gestures to the open seat. It's basically a four-seater table, and then you're sort of in the corner, and there's like three of the seats taken up, and you're in like the corner one. He sort of gestures to there and sits. You're next to one of the other ones who looks human.
Before I sit down, I sort of go. You know my name, but I don't know yours, friend. With a sort of pause.
These 2 are not important. Gesturing to the other 2, they call me Ashspine, and I've been sent for you, Wottgar.
Ashspine.
You've not heard the name before.
No, I have not.
But it definitely sounds like dwarven in nature. In front of you, there's so there's the dwarf who's been speaking to you, Ashspine, and then there's 2 people, Ashspine. Yeah, there's one of them which looks like he's got a sword sort of in a scabbard and a shield kind of on his back, and the other one looks like he's got he's like tossing a dagger sort of up and down. They don't look particularly heavily armoured, sort of leathers, that kind of things. Are you going to sit down with them?
Sure, I guess.
Okay,
Just be on my guard and be ready to.
Sure.
bash
Okay,
some heads.
you sit down, and he hands you a like a little tankard. Would you like a drink? You seem thirsty. It's been a long day, friend.
I'll take a swift later. Right now, I would rather know what you want to talk to me
It would
about.
be rude to turn down a gift from another dwarf. Surely you know this. And again, sort of gestures it into your hand a little bit.
I take it to my lips and not drink it, just show the,
Give me
the whole
a
drinking.
Oh, so you're going to pretend to drink?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a performance check.
Can't do worse than me.
And also a perception.
Performance. I can do just as well.
And yeah, give me a perception as well, just as you're pretending and failing to drink. No, if you'd have gotten a natural 20, that would have been amazing. Yeah, you take it up to you and putting it up to your mouth. Trying to sort of keep your mouth closed, not let any of it in. You accidentally let this very tiny amount of this in, and this has the taste of a potion of sleep. And he looks very curious. That he says, "Why will you not drink? This is a gift from one dwarf to another."
Would I know that this is
You
potion
can
of
see
sleep?
you can see the other two. Yeah. You can feel that with potions, you can kind of dip your finger in and get like a little bit of a taste of what the potion is. With this tiny little amount that you swallowed, there's just a tiniest hint of like feeling a little bit woozy, but not like drunk woozy, like unnatural kind of drowsiness. And you can see the other two in the booth. The one that was tossing the dagger has kind of stopped and has kind of got the dagger sort of handle in hand, blade down. You can see the other one looks like he's sliding his hand up towards his sword.
I don't wait. I just stand up, pull my axe, and sort of go, and try to get him.
Right.
Hit
Okay.
one of them. I need the
My
closest one.
God.
Make me a dexterity, just a basic dexterity check.
Okay.
Initiative. Sorry. Yeah, if you just roll me an initiative,
Oh, okay.
just to see if
Let me
you manage to go before one of them.
Do you mind? I can't see my token.
Oh, yeah.
roll
Hold on.
initiative.
Let me just, because there is a map for this. Yeah, if you just give me a second while I adjust some tokens.
Yeah, I can't roll
Yeah, I
because
know.
I have no token. Yeah. I know it's not your fault, but just saying.
Yeah. And
You can just roll Dex plus Initiative.
I
yeah,
don't
if you
think I have any
if you
Dex
remember
plus
what it
initiative.
was.
I'm not sure exactly how initiative works. I forgot. Is it just Dex plus proficiency?
I think it is, isn't it? Or is it
D20. Actually, it's D20 these days, I think. D20 plus
plus
Initiative,
Dex.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a Dex plus initiative.
Yeah,
Plus only
You've got
Dex.
you've got an Initiative box, so yeah, whatever's in your Initiative box. D20.
Yes.
Yeah, but I can't roll it because
Yeah, but whatever the bonus is. So
Whatever
a
the bonus
D20
is,
plus
you add
whatever
it
the
to a
bonus is.
D20.
So I've only got a +2 from my dex, so that's only ever half my initiative.
is it just plus Dex then?
Mhm.
Yeah, unless you've
Unless
got
you have a
feats or
skill.
something.
Oh, I didn't have any feats, so yeah, it's probably done 15.
Okay, hold
I
on.
already rolled, and it's just
Yeah,
15.
yeah, that's fine.
Oh God.
Yeah, I've spawned you with. Oh god, it's frozen. No, it hasn't. Right. Oh, fuck off! Stop freezing on me. Boom, 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 boom. Bottomless tankard. And I just. That looks like it's showing everything it needs to be. Oh, I've hidden the enemies. They shouldn't be hidden. They should be. there on the token layer, and you are sat in the corner
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I have no.
Yeah, you'll have to put those in, or just use it from your character sheet for the moment.
Yeah. I'm just checking if it's just +1.
Yeah, just do death. Right, okay.
It's just 15 then. I will just leave it 12. I don't really care. I'm used to taking hits.
Yeah. You it looks like you quickly sort of adjusting yourself to the circumstance. You get up and it looks like you have a surprise attack.
Yeah, I'm hitting the one on my right because he's the only one closest to me.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm not exactly taking chances here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bash him with my shield first
Yeah.
and foremost, as usual. He needs to beat 20.
Oh, I'm not sure he's going to make that, but we'll see.
Either agility or strength, of course.
See what
that's
happens
it.
when we leave Wottgar unattended.
20.
Such
Yeah,
being people.
yeah, no, fails that one. So you bash him down, taking sort of the surprise, bash him down.
Yep,
He's
and
prone.
I'm gonna hit him twice.
Ooh,
21?
yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, 27 because he is.
Yeah, because you got prone, so that's got to be that. What was that? A 19? Yeah, that's
Yep.
a 19. So close to a natural 20.
I never got one.
So
Oh, I
what was
did that, I'm lying.
13 for the
And
first
60.
one, and
60.
the second one
Yeah, 60
also
hits.
hits. Yeah,
Okay, then 13 again.
and 13 again. Cool. All right. You've got your movement, and your bonus. If you want to do anything.
Yeah, I used my bonus.
Oh yeah, for your your
I'm not gonna move now. I'm
Okay,
quite
right.
happy where I am.
I would like everyone else to roll initiative. If you give me a few seconds, and I will get. I'll copy over tokens from where are they? Stragos City. It should be there. There we go.
It's Narimen's first new fight.
Da 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 da. Oh, that's the wrong fight. Wrong music.
So I have to redo my.
Oh, hold on. No, no, it's fine.
You can delete the old
delete you
one.
and put that one in there. Right, and
more like
for
this,
now,
probably.
everyone is there. On your turn, you will come in through the door there. Yeah, if everyone can roll me initiative then. Counter. Where is it? Turn order. There we go.
Good.
Hot damn!
Jesus, that initiative.
I'll use a point of luck actually and re-roll that.
Okay, that's fine. Just let me roll up these.
Because I haven't used any today and it's bedtime already.
I hear fizzles.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
That spell, like it.
With that.
Who that?
I think
It's either Miha
Dokmah.
or Martin.
No, it's Dokmah, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it's
believe
gone.
it.
It's gone now. It's
Yeah.
gone
Oh.
now. Whatever it is. Right.
It
So
was Dokmah.
is
I don't know what that was.
Chris.
I muted my microphone from unmuted it. Seems
that one
to.
is,
Yep.
and this one is not as good. Okay. Oh, wrong way. I always get that wrong way around. Okay.
Can't be me.
So.
Can't be me. I don't even touch my microphone.
Don't matter. Dokmah, you from the room there, you seem to react first to everybody else. You hear a loud shouts of fear coming from where you are.
Yep.
It will take you 10 feet of movement to basically enter into the doorway and get there.
Okay, so like 10 feet, where would that get me to like
10
here,
10
or-
feet gets you to the entranceway there.
Okay.
So you've still got whatever
15,
movement you want.
20.
And yeah, over in the corner you can see Dokmah just sort of pounding down with his axe on this. Sorry, yeah, Wottgar. This guy on the floor.
Okay.
Let me just get some fight music. Here we
Yeah,
go.
I've got like another 20 feet of movement there.
Yeah, that's fine. Ready up some.
I'm going to run to here and pull out my rapiers. Oh, not
Rapiers.
Rapier, sorry.
Joe wields them.
And can can I like ready an action in case they come for me? Obviously,
Okay,
I
yeah,
can
sure.
get any
You
closer.
can. Yeah, if you want to just ready. So you're readying on what, the first person to strike you, or?
Yeah, if anyone comes, attack me or comes in range of me, like.
Oh god, that is super loud for me.
And I'm gonna, for my bonus action, I'm just gonna throw down my hunter's mark.
Yeah. On which one?
The shield guy. Right
Shield
here.
guy there. Sure.
Yeah.
Give me a hunter's mark. Boop.
And yeah, so just ready my action in case anyone comes at me.
First one to come towards you. Lucy, same again, 10 feet gets you to the same point. 1 or 2,
Yep.
whichever one of those.
Okie dokie. I will. Having seen Dokmah run out of the room and hearing the commotion in the next room, I'll go bloody dwarf. Close my book. Bess and Brian.
Take a sip, breathe,
Yes.
then go.
Bess and Brian will run off ahead of me, and
I've just realised there's a
well,
guy.
enter the room. So what do I see?
Where are you not going in? Well,
Oh well, I will be coming in.
oh,
I'll
fair
just-
enough. Basically, yeah, you see there are a lot of people scrabbling around. It seems like there's a general array of like chaos and everything going on. The two at the bar seem to just be sort of stepped to the side, like, oh god, what's going on in our bar? And then to the far corner, you see Dokmah just beating down on this dwarf. Not
Wottgar.
Dokmah, Wottgar. Fuck, Wottgar beating down on this dwarf. In the corner, two other ones who don't seem to have acted too much beyond sort of drawing their weapons. But what their intent is, you don't. Well, you can give me an insight if you want. 13. It seems like they're maybe after Wottgar, but you're not entirely sure why. Maybe it was just a scrap.
Are they armed? Are they...
Yeah. There's one who has like a small sort of buckler shield, and a short sword. And the other one looks like he's got a pair of daggers in each hand. They haven't really done too much. They're just kind of at this moment, kind of like, oh god, he's moving.
Right. Brian and Bess knock arrows and ready in action. The first thing that strikes Wottgar is going to get shot.
Okay.
Lucy's then going to follow up into the room, but before she does, she's going to use minor illusion to conjure the sound of armoured footfalls approaching, shouting, "Make way for the guard."
Okay.
From whichever way the street is. No. Lucy's not shouting, "Make way for the
I know.
guard."
Yeah, the sound of that
just sort
from
of making
outside.
some.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I'm just making silly noises.
Give me an intimidation check.
If it's an intimidation check. Anyway, never mind. Okay, so intimidation check for this one.
Yeah, this is for you. Well, this is for like the sounds of the
Yeah.
guards outside. Okay. They haven't seemed to have reacted at the moment, but
That's okay. Lucy enters the room and cowl up, but no prestidigitation, is going to simply say, "Stand down or face me," and that's when the skeletons raise their bows and point arrows at them.
okay. Kraylin.
Do I not get an intimidation check for that?
All right. Okay, I'll give you another intimidation check.
Well,
Well, there's
Quite
just
happy.
here's one thing to intimidate. Here's another one thing to intimidate.
That's why
It comes across as I want to get 2 rolls. That's just
Well,
what I'm going for.
that's
But it's
why
fine.
I
Make another
hesitated
one.
before rolling it the first time.
Sorry, I didn't
got a
notice
chance
that.
to finish, I would have.
Okay, so yeah,
And I'll use my point of luck to take the second result.
right. Okay, so yeah, that happens. Kraylin.
What happens?
Well, nothing has happened yet, but you have
Okay,
done the thing. So, Kraylin.
Just checking. Sorry, one thing here. So
Again, yeah, first combat for you as a new character.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, it's 10 feet to get to that point, and then you have whatever movement you want. And you can if you have an action, you obviously can do your action before you move, or after you move, whenever you want.
Okay, and how do I move my character again?
It just should be attached to you. Let me just double check. Yeah, should represent Kraylin. So if you just take your character and drag it around.
Okay, just a second. Just trying to.
I think
and
roll
it's not
20
working
might be.
for some
Yeah,
reason.
I think roll 20 is just slightly broken.
Okay, so how do I move again? Just each square is 5
Each
yards.
square is
is it?
5. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move in here, and I am going to. Let's see here.
Sorry, you starting movement from this square here. So it's 10.
Oh,
10
right.
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe I didn't say that well enough. Yeah, it's 10 feet to get to that point
That's
there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got whatever movement from there. So what, you're on
Right.
30, so you've got 20 feet of movement if your speed is 30?
Yep.
I believe,
Yeah.
yeah. So you've got 20 feet of movement, and yeah, each square is 5. I'm not going
Okay,
to describe the
that's
scene again, because it's just going to get boring.
10, 15, 20, I guess. And just on the... I don't know if I can kind of target an area here in some way, but just where everybody else, or the people we're fighting with, are basically standing.
Yep.
I will cast... It's up here. Entangle.
Okay. Which is a... yeah, I haven't got all of the spells. Does anyone know off the top of their head what the area on that is?
Probably
20 feet.
Alright, 20
foot
feet.
square.
Okay, creature in this area... Oh, so they do that now. Okay, spell saving throws. So that will be... Yeah, because it doesn't state anybody. So yeah, it's all 3 of them. So, Dokmah, if you want... Fuck, why do I keep doing that? Wottgar, if you want to roll me a... what is it, a strength save? Yeah, strength saving throw. Or be restrained. Against Tom's DC... Which doesn't matter because you roll a 25.
Yeah, I've got 25.
So
You can
yeah,
beat
you
that.
managed to...
Good luck.
Yeah, wrench yourself free from these things. Oh, yeah, he does. With
At our level, I think I believe it's 16 max. So
25 actually, so he rolled fucking well. The rapier gas, stagger guy. What's your spell save DC, Tom?
Is that a 15?
Oh,
Yeah, it's either 15 or 16.
spell
much-
save DC. Where does he
How
have
much
again?
wisdom do you have?
I have 19 wisdom.
It's 15 then.
Yeah, it's 15 then. So yeah,
So
the
basically, it's 8 plus proficiency plus your wisdom modifier, which in this case is 4. So 4 plus 3 plus 8
so he's restrained.
is 15.
Does being prone give disadvantage on strength saves?
No.
No, it doesn't.
Fair enough.
It just
Just on
Just
dexterity ones.
yes. But he makes a save as well. So yeah, unfortunately, you've only managed to entangle one of the chaps.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Is that what you've done then?
Yeah,
You've got your
that's pretty
bonus
much
if you want to use your bonus for anything.
it. Can I cast along with the bonus or what?
Well, you might have certain character abilities which are marked as like bonus actions. Off the top of my head, I'm not entirely sure what you have as a druid for a bonus.
Yeah.
actually, just so Jay, prone
Yeah.
doesn't actually give you disadvantage on dex on any saving throw, just on
Oh,
attack.
fair enough. Never mind then.
Yep.
All right, cool.
See if there's anything listed under bonus
It's
action.
on.
I don't know if not your polymorph, your wild shape is a. No, I think it's an action, isn't it?
Just a second. Sorry, I'll use the bonus action to cast Grasping Vine,
Okay.
and that is. Sorry, but this is taking
No,
so
it's
long
fine. Don't worry
here.
about it.
Oh, take your time.
Yeah.
Okay. Creature within 30 feet. Can you reach anyone with 30 feet? No, they're just out of your range for that.
Oh no, I conjure it in an occupied space of my choice, within range.
Oh, I see. Right, I'm with you now. Okay, cool. So it looks like you have to target a single creature. As a player thing, the guy who you have restrained would be the best one to target because he has disadvantage on that for being restrained.
Go for it.
So I would say target that. So it's a dexterity save. Oh, which he fails with a rolled 2, so yeah, not that much. Okay. Be pulled 20 feet directly towards it. So where's the vine originating from?
Ooh, how can I target something, or how do I?
If you just click and hold with the arrow, you can do a ping. So if you just like mark a square within 30 feet, obviously. Okay.
So say there.
So you want to pull him 20 feet towards that, which is fine. What that? 5, 10. Yeah, basically to that square at that point. Yeah. It still seems like he's got these vines and things around himself, but he's pulled away from everybody else. Okay, that's all your move. Yeah. So Wottgar.
Yep.
This dwarf is on the floor, kind of just sort of putting his arms up, trying to sort of kind of block you, but
yeah, I'm still gonna whack him.
Yeah, I thought you might do.
15.
15 is, well, it's a 19 because he's prone.
19.
Yep, so that's slashing damage. Okay.
Gonna hit him again. Yeah.
Damn! Yeah. You first one you hack.
I will try not to kill him at least.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough then. Yeah, so
try
you're
to knock
on
him
your
out
second
first.
attack, you just deal non-lethal damage. So yeah, you pound against him, you sort of swap your axe round, so you got using the blunt end, and you sort of whack him over the back, whack him over the head, and you just see him just go unconscious at that point. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Anything else you'd like to do?
Actually, yeah, I would like to move.
Okay.
I would like to move here, like that.
Okay.
And then I'm done.
Lovely jubbly. Okay, right, that guy is going to try and... Is that guy? Yeah, he's going to try and... What is it? It's a strength to break free of the grasping vines. Is it? Wait, we're just going to check that now. That wasn't grasping vines, it was entangle, wasn't it?
Yes.
Just thinking, when he did the vine, did it break? Is it a concentration to hold the grasping weeds in place? Or?
Ooh, yeah, there's a question actually. For now, yeah, it's not as big a thing.
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Yeah, but you can't have 2 concentration abilities up at the same time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if one of them is, it's not enlarge. What is it called? Entangle is concentration. Is grasping vining a concentration as well?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So if you want, I can say you.
Well, I dropped the concentration the first one because he was the only one affected by it anyway.
Okay, yeah, sure. So, but so the grasping vines have dropped from him, but you managed to pull him away from the rest of the group. Yeah.
Oh no, I meant the what was the first one that I cast? The
first one you cast was with the entangle.
Yeah.
Which was the one that restrained him, and then you cast the grasping vine. Which, if you cast when you cast the grasping vine, the entangle would have gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I figured
that's
just
okay.
let the entangle go. I'll
Yeah,
keep
so
the grasping vine.
Well, yeah, you have to if you wanted to cast the grasping vine.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, you pulled him away, so that's not a bad thing by any stretch. But yeah, no, there's it frees itself. Cool. Okay, so he's going to look out towards you, Kraylin, and it's basically just going to sort of charge up towards you as quick as he can. Actually, as he... Yeah, no, he is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Just managed to make it up to you with his movement. And he's going to make a couple of strikes with you. Where is it? Dice. Oh, lost it. Boop. Ooh, that's a 20 on the first one, which will be a hit for you. And that's another 20 actually, so that's 2 20s to hit, unfortunately. What's the damage on that? It's a scimitar. So it is 1d6. That's 7 slashing damage from the first one, and 6 slashing damage from the second attack. He just rushes forward, bounding over one of the tables and just slashing out with you with a couple of quick slashes of this scimitar that he had at his side. Narimen!
Narimen, the slowest to react. Just gonna
Yeah.
Everyone's leaving, what's going on? And pop out, and 10 feet of movement you said to get to the
Yeah,
room?
10 feet gets you to there, and then whatever you want to do from there.
And just seeing everyone just...
That
You'd be,
wall
like,
that
attacked.
wall there isn't like blocking your view or anything. That's just the way the texture is. So yeah, you have a
Sorry.
basic view of them.
Thanks. This is where I like flounder because I've been reading going, "Okay, what can I do, what can I do, what can I do?
I
New
know.
things, new spells, it's so scary. So we're all three of them still like up?
Yeah, they're all currently up.
Ah, right.
That one's not
okay.
restrained.
Let's go for cool points. Narimen is
Cool points.
going to... Okay. This is the thing, because you know what spell is new for me. The Chaos Bolt.
Yeah. Oh, the Chaos Ball. Okay.
Do you know how it works?
I really
It
can't
has a
remember.
little extra effect. Okay. Right. I
would just post it in the chat. Is because
okay.
I remember, but not
I'm going to
exactly how it
cast-
works.
At 4th level.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna. He's wheeling on my new blue friend, and I'm not very happy about
Yeah,
this.
no,
so I'm gonna
definitely.
throw that one. So cast spell, and I am going to. Shit! I can't empower that, can I? Wait, what are the numbers in that? Is that right?
Is that an attack? Is it an attack roll? Chaos Bolt?
Yeah, it's a ranged spell attack, but the 13 has lots of extra numbers that are on top of it. Like it's divided by 1,000,000.
You
Alright,
rolled
yeah.
a 6. You rolled a 6, and then you rolled
Plus my
plus
charisma
charisma, which is 18,
and
which is
proficiency.
18, which means it's
Oh,
4.
it is being calculated then.
So it's
plus
10.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
unfortunately that misses. You fling out this bolt of multicoloured energy. It seems like it sort of changes colour as it's going, but just shoots off against the wall. Just roll me a d8, just out of curiosity. See as it like
Okay.
hits against the wall. Oh god, it's gone. 2. Yeah, cool down. So you fling this bolt of energy, which quickly, as it's he misses, he manages to sort of duck back and dodge away, and this bolt of ice just shatters against the back wall there, narrowly avoiding the sort of the guy in front of him as well.
Damn it.
But yeah,
Okay. I
unfortunately missed.
will quickly use 2 sorcery points and cast Quicken Spell.
Okay.
And I will use. Sorry, I'm not going to cast it. I'm going to use that to use Quicken Spell, and I'm going to cast Blight.
Light on the same guy as well.
Yep, this is my
Okay.
2nd level 4 spell. Oh,
That's-
is that correct? That's 8d8. That looks like a lot more than 8d8.
That's a lot of. What's that? 1,
Why is it
2,
plus
3,
zero plus
4,
zero?
5, 6, 7. That's 8d8.
Oh, okay. That was quite
Yeah, with
terrifying.
the natural 8 and a natural 1, but that's a fuck ton of damage.
Oh wait, you can only
save.
use 1, correct?
It's a level 4 spell, maybe not.
No, but like Meta Magician, I can't remember if you can only use 1 type of meta magic on a spell.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, can I just ask as well? You see, whenever this guy came into to range of me,
Yeah.
does that provoke the opportunity attack for Polar Master?
I thought you'd not
Yes.
taken. I thought you'd not taken it.
Oh, had I?
I
hadn't
can't
heard
remember
anything.
if you'd taken it or not. I know you were. I know you can.
Yeah, it does.
I know you were
If you take
considering
defeat,
it,
does,
but
yeah.
I don't know if you had done. If you have done,
Oh.
yes, it would activate.
Yeah. What do I roll for that then?
Just a normal attack.
Don't know. Is it just a single weapon attack?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
weapon
reactionary weapon attack.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you
Same
want
as
to make an
it's
attack
of
then.
opportunity. It's just
Yeah.
normal attack of opportunity.
When you
Where do I
want.
select attack?
In your character sheet, there'll be on your weapons.
It's
And there's
probably
there's
just
a little dice button.
I assume you have a staff, right?
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's-
yeah.
So I assume it's just a D8.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's a hit with that one. As this
Yeah.
guy rushes forward, you sort of bring up your staff and flick him around the back, flick him around the head, knocking his head up and dealing 9 bludgeoning damage to this guy. And as his head is sort of flicked up, he manages to sort of rush out with 2 strikes, and then realising his number's up as Narimen enters forth and blasts him with this dark necrotic energy, which just seeps over this guy and shrivels him up as his life force just dissipates into the ether, and he drops down a husk. Just a lifeless, empty husk.
Nice. That's me done.
Yeah. Okay.
Got your curve, old friend. Be careful.
This guy is going to get up for half his movement, and is going to. He looks like he pulls out a small pouch from his robe, and sprinkles a bit of fine sparkling powder and casts a spell on himself. I can't remember if anyone has to counter spell, but yeah, and casts a stone skin on himself, and you see his body just sort of crust over with this kind of sharp material. It looks the same, but it's just sort of edgy and stuff. And he says, basically, yeah, he's leaving now. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. So I would say at this point, were you, Dokmah,
yeah.
were you something that attacks you, or?
Yeah, I was just running an action.
Well, at this point, actually, you would get an attack of opportunity. He rushes sort of past you, pushing one of these guys out of the way. So that's an attack of opportunity.
Would I get an attack of opportunity as well?
No, because he runs around this way.
This guy's knocked out, isn't he?
Say again?
Isn't he knocked out?
Yeah,
he used half.
out.
Oh, so half his movement. Yeah, no, you're right. So it's not all his movement. So that's 5.
No, he's literally unconscious.
Even he's literally unconscious.
Sorry, of course he is. My God. Yes, he is unconscious.
I knocked him out.
Yeah, you did.
No,
sorry, that is my bad. Okay, yeah, this guy, realising that that his number's up, is gonna just drop his sword to the floor. Puts his hands up. He's like, all right, don't hurt me. I'm just doing this for the coin. That's basically all he does. Just drops his arms and puts his hand up like that. Dokmah.
I'm gonna run up behind him. I'm gonna swing on him once, and then can I try and grab him after that?
I'd just say it's probably just your grapple attack. I think.
Okay,
you've got to use your whole
grapple.
action to grapple.
I'll just go and jump him.
Yeah, you have advantage on your grapple check. So it's your athletics.
What is it? Is it just a?
It's your athletics check.
Athletics.
It's athletics check.
Yeah.
It's the same as.
Uh,
14. He needs to beat 14
Yeah.
with athletics or
yeah,
acrobatics.
this guy doesn't seem to want to fight back at this point. He just lets you kind of just take him, put both his hands behind his back, and as you do that, it's like, for the coin, I did it for the coin, I don't care about this dwarf. I will call that combat over for now, because Narimen killed the other guy, and the other guy's unconscious. So yeah, that's combat over, guys.
Excellent.
We can call it there, or if you want a few minutes just to resolve this little thing, because I know you need to usually go about 10 Miha.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to go.
It'd be a good time to
Yeah, no, that's fine. We can resolve.
You can resolve it without me if you want. I don't think it's much of a problem.
No, it's all right. We
I just
stop
want
at
to
10.
interrogate the big hairy one.
That's fine. We'll pick up here from next time. It's a decent time to stop, as you've got one of these guys in just a chest lock, and imagine you've got your foot on his throat or something. Let me stay down.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Hi stream. Bye. I'm out.
Bye.
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 Yeah, so yeah, good game, guys. Good game. And for anyone in the stream, we're going to be calling it here for the night. So hope to hear from you next week. We'll be around as always, same time. And that's goodbye stream.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye, guys.